Let's get ready to rumble!
Get ready to Kicking It with the Compas.
Welcome, everybody.
Or
fuck
Petty,
all that.
the show.
Fuck all of that.
Oh, we're
fucking up
spicy.
your intro.
I already got it off.
Look at all. I feel like that's a
welcome
familiar
everybody
thing.
to a very spicy Kicking with the Compas. We're not gonna be kicking it. We're gonna be putazos with the compas potentially. It means throwing hands. That would be the equivalent in your culture.
In my culture.
of LaGrange, Texas.
TJ.
We're talking about culture here because we're doing lots of things.
Damn, I like them posters over
We're gonna talk about Washington Heights.
Those are some good posters over
We're gonna talk about Texas.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about me almost dying this weekend several times.
Yeah.
Of my own volition and not. And we're also gonna. What was the other thing we're talking about? I wrote it down and then I forgot it immediately.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about people who are selfish lovers. That one's a little more general.
Okay.
Certain
That's pretty broad.
fan favorite of the world is a very selfish lover. He just doesn't do what he's supposed to do. But we'll get into that. Tommy has no idea. It'll come to him half a second late, but it cracks me up. That said, Key's in the chat. Felix is in the chat.
All right.
Key hated the shit of In the Heights.
Oh, did he watch it?
And
Finally.
Frisco Flame, a.k.a. Felix,
Right.
is Filipino, and he enjoyed it. He enjoyed it a lot. But let's get into the show first, everybody. I'm Sammy Gonzalez, a.k.a. The Mexcellence. Bienvenidos. And I don't know why I'm in a Spanish-speaking mood today, but joining me on the blue mic over there, a blue on blue on blue.
I'm JJ.
Like, it's literally, it's
I'm
an
blue.
exact match
Baboom dida boom die.
of the color shirt and the fuzzy.
Yes, this is my JV shirt because I'm still packing shit.
That is fair enough. JJ is moving.
Yeah, he is.
And with the brand new yellow, featured in glorious high definition yellow, we have.
Oh, it's Tommy McGrew.
You're wearing kind of khaki pants, so it's kind of yellowish. You're on theme.
I suppose.
All right, and then over there on this. Oh wait, why did I switch it to over there? I want to switch it back. Oh, because I wanted to give him the sexy fade in classic orange. And UT orange we have.
Yeah.
TJ, what's up?
It actually needs to be a little more burned to be officially UT
it's
orange.
not burnt orange.
I've recognized it.
And while I was just top of mind, not gonna put your business out there. Everything good on that front?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Everything's squared away.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, just wanna double check.
They were being racist against JJ. I'm not sure if that's true. I'm gonna say it though.
It's because of his barrio experience,
Exactly, yeah, man. Because you're on the wrong side of the heist. You need to have a
The
credit
leasing
card.
office is actually on the other side of the street.
You need to have a credit score. You need to have 300 down payments.
Yeah, when JJ tries to cross to the leasing office, he always has to come up with a new song. Like every
I just had a realization. If Lin-Manuel Miranda gained some weight, just a little bit of weight, right there.
I don't
And
have
grew
a
a
patchy
beard.
goatee.
No. If he grew a beard,
And I don't
also,
have depressing, sad, tired
And put a
eyes because
hat
he's always
on.
working.
Yes,
I don't-
you do.
I can see it.
Don't say that.
You could at least. You two
That's
could pass as
rude.
relatives.
I was like, not right now.
Tommy, you
What
wear
happened?
those hats yourself and shirts like that
I
yourself.
don't look like LMM though.
You
know?
very if you could look like Black LMM.
I don't think I do.
Man, it's like Marco and here and Sammy and you, like y'all trying to fill the void.
Yeah, if you would have said like Black Seth Rogen, I would have been like, yeah,
No, the
okay.
laugh is Black Seth Rogen.
Okay, well,
the
I think the general demeanor.
the
should
potential
pretty
the
Seth
potential
Rogen.
Cuban
Yeah.
uncle that is you on your summary days.
I do have a Cuban uncle.
Where do you think I got it from? I knew that. I know your whole family lineage. Anyway,
think you do.
what we're talking about today.
That's a lucky guess.
This is a mixture of a couple shows. Obviously, Kicking with the Compas, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry for not putting things up on YouTube. I just started a new job, and my catch-up weekend this weekend got overtaken by every party imaginable. I'm back, baby. COVID be damned. I'm putting this fucking vaccine to the test.
Okay.
So,
Hey, so far, Moderna, you on your shit right now.
Moderna is ironclad. Give me 2 weeks from today.
Shit on J&J all you want to. I'm still fine.
I'm not shitting on it.
Blood clot free.
Get vaccinated. Get whatever you
Definitely.
can get.
Hey.
But Moderna has been battle tested. It's not like TJ's been battle testing it more than I.
Well,
No, I mean it's just been
J&J don't expire apparently.
Like ever?
Yeah, they were like about to expire, and the FDA is like, when do they expire? Give it another 2 weeks. It's fine.
Yeah. Throw them out there.
Oh, like you're talking about like
They extended the expiration date.
Yeah.
Oh.
Extended life, motherfucker.
92%. I don't matter. Get vaccinated. I'm not trying to put that shit out there.
No,
it's a great feeling, and and while if you get Pfizer and Moderna, you'll be all good. I'm pretty sure Tommy's hand's gonna give out halfway through the show while he's drinking water. I don't know.
No, I could.
Right. All of a sudden, just gonna be
Definitely could.
dissolved.
He's gonna be like,
No, but
At any moment.
But I did realize something. Now that I'm vaccinated and Texas doesn't give a damn about anything really.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. We're gonna start this within in the Heights review, and then we'll go over my weekend,
Oh my God.
and then a couple other little small stories that we want to talk about. It's a freeform show. You can bring us off the rails if you're in the Mexcellent chat.
Yeah.
If you want to put something
Ask
in there,
questions.
you want to ask questions, do anything during the show, interrupt
Something
us.
you want us to talk about, maybe we'll talk about.
Exactly. We have no limits other than time, which we'll get out here in a reasonable
whatever,
time.
man.
Yeah,
But
I was actually not working after this or anything. I'm
Yeah,
just
I'd-
hungry. That's
well,
which is the worst time.
well, if you, oh my god,
Hey, if everybody's hungry, we can get something after this.
Okay.
If,
I got the
want to.
time. I mean,
Okay.
I'm fucking
Yeah, yeah.
exhausted.
I got to pack, man.
He's got to pack.
Oh, yeah, you do.
yeah.
I got to keep packing
He's
stuff.
packing, man.
We'll talk about why JJ was
And
talking about
my eating is more than just me.
right. Oh, so yeah, he's not gonna. He's got dates.
Oh.
So
Okay.
me and you, Tommy,
God damn it, man.
we'll skip.
She cooking.
Oh, okay. Well, no, you did, man. I'm sorry.
She cooking.
Hey,
But actually, I will hang out because I did miss you this weekend. We were having a good time.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, man, there's a black void that I can't fill.
I mean, you came close.
You were close.
You're doing a damn good job.
Hey, we're both darkies, so you're good.
Could you not use that term on this show?
Hey,
Fuck term I want to use, motherfucker. I'm black. I've been called it, so I can use it.
Fair enough.
Fuck you, Sammy.
This skin was made to do it.
Wait. If I got called the N-word in high school playing football, do I get to use it?
No.
That's what I thought.
He just says no.
That's what I thought.
You don't offend me, personally.
I say it all the time. I'm kidding. I
It's gotta
don't.
be
I
unanimous.
don't.
It has to be unanimous.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is true.
The council has spoken.
Yeah.
Right. That's the thing. The Fresno Council of Black folk, because
Yeah.
there's only like
3?
5% of them, like
Okay.
the city. At one point, I think I had like a 2-year window where
Yeah.
I was able to use it because I was on the football team culturally, in context,
Yeah.
in rap lyrics. like it wasn't like it was like hyphy movement. I could done stuff like that.
Sammy,
Yeah.
the more explanations you add to it, the worse it sounds, dog. Because you'd be like, "Hey, man, I listened to a Drake
I wasn't-
song once.
no.
I was in my fields and I dropped it, and I was like, I'm cool with y'all, right? Like,
No, I'm just saying. I don't know what Felix said, but I'm just saying. He said, "What did he say? Drinking with the darkies." That's not the show, Felix. You can't call it
Oh,
that.
no.
That's not kosher.
Actually, you know what?
That's your guys' show.
Yeah, that would be a real, like, someone would have to, because technically if they call us out and being offensive, I'd be like, hey, now you're trying to project and put your opinion on our blackness.
Let me
Another Chappelle show type
let me paint let me paint a picture. Do you guys know who the tween sensation JoJo Siwa is? Little teenage girl with like the ponytail, whatever.
Yeah, the baby said some shit.
Yeah, he says some
about
bullshit.
her.
That's how I know
Yeah,
about her.
right.
Okay, now imagine her at the podcast awards and it's like, and the winner of new podcast is. do you want her to say it?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Drinking with the darkies. Woo! I cheer. I come out the gate, baby.
You'd be like, God damn right it is.
By the way,
No, a whole thing.
That's not a pass.
A whole thing would be confusing people, Sammy. One of us would be okay with whatever the situation was,
At any
and
given
the other would be highly offended. And we would just like one on this side, the other on that side to a person.
God, we need a white friend.
We really need some whiteness
not
to
just
this.
like a
Just
girlfriend or a girlfriend. All of the white people we know are
no
girlfriends.
white women.
Right.
A white
but,
dude.
But like a white dude.
That we could just make
actually,
uncomfortable.
You know what? About that.
I mean, if we
just
want
realized
views-
the girlfriends are all in the same category. I think
Holy
that's an
shit,
inherent problem.
Well, for y'all, yeah, that's true. My past.
I'm just saying that's an inherent
Hey,
issue.
I'm back on the dating apps because I have a job. I have a
Right.
chance to fix that. So I'm
really have a chance
I'm
to
over
fix that,
here
man. You're balling
scrambling,
now.
fumbling, bumbling.
Well, as we were mentioning before the show, your racial ambiguousness means that you might roll onto our.
Will get to that in a moment because I do want to get into our slugfest today without any further ado. It's not a full McGrew's reviews, even though it has the wonderful title there.
Yeah, I was about to say, throw my shit up. Please.
Oh yeah, no, not the whole thing. I'll add it in
a logo.
That's it. That the logo's right there. So
it's cut off.
No, that on this TV. It's in full HD. Look at there. Look at that right there.
Get a decent TV, Sammy.
Tommy, this is the second
cheap
TV
motherfucker.
I got this.
I feel like you're getting attacked right now.
Yeah, he is.
And I normally don't defend
Pre-fight, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go,
hey man,
Sam.
if you're gonna throw jabs, at least wait for the main event to start.
Tommy, Tommy is trying to get his pre-shots in because he knows he's going to be decimated by my knowledge and my intelligence. That's the same thing. And my words of wisdom. Okay. That's also the same thing.
Yeah.
And my points. That's different. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a mini bubble review of In the Heights because I wanted to do a full review.
Call it a sample of McGrew's review.
Right. This is we might
Costco sample.
Right, because we're not going to get into every plot point. We might actually switch the whole format to this because they're not its own. Keep it its own show.
Yeah.
But there's just a couple things we could talk about as a whole because we can't play any of the music because copyright infringement and because
why would you want to play the music? That's the worst part of the fucking musical.
We'll get to his.
Oh my god.
Asinine points in just a moment.
We're talking about this thing twice, so hey, save it.
Can't hold myself back, TJ.
We literally doing what is it, like a 15, 30 minute like quick session on this, and then we get into
It's gonna be a situation where we're gonna have JJ holding me back, patting my chest, being like, "It's cool, it's all right, it's okay."
And I don't know how he feels, so I might be getting jumped in a few short moments.
Yeah.
So
true.
without further ado, let's take a look. For our mini McGrew's reviews. That's hard to say. Mini McGrew's reviews.
It's fun.
Let's watch the trailer for the cinematic masterpiece, In the Heights.
We're taking a flight to a couple of days in the life for what it's like in Washington Heights.
Musicals.
Can I put some proposed barriers?
No.
Not in terms of what we can talk about.
You racist! How dare you put barriers on Latinos?
I just meant, I don't want to take too much from, especially if we're doing a mainline review. I don't want to take too much from that. So I just want opinions.
Opinions.
But
we're not going to go through the whole damn movie.
Please. I would rather not relive it.
But I will say, JJ,
the shit that I've been through.
JJ, you did bring up a point about this movie that made me laugh. So we'll get to everything. This is going to be a spoiler talk / review / opinion piece. But JJ was like, dude, when the power goes out, I'm about to strap some fireworks to my feet and just break dancing in the dark.
That was utterly fair.
Best part of the movie.
I mean, it was only that part. It was already overseen that, and then Lin-Manuel Miranda
of the movie
on top of the truck.
You ever have one of those moments in a movie you're like, damn, how come I've never seen this before? Like that was that. I was like, that's all.
Guys,
as a concept,
if you saw that, you saw more than half the movie. Then.
No, I didn't see this. That's what I was when I saw that, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't even get to like the meat, like the crux point, the turning point.
I want to find out why.
So he's an hour and a half in, and he hasn't gotten
the fucking opening is 30 minutes. Sammy,
and you guys were okay with, and you guys were okay with that with Army of Darkness.
Sammy, though.
You guys were okay with that Army of Darkness?
I wasn't. I said the beginning was the worst part.
I was okay with the beginning of Army. It was entertaining.
So
I'm just saying.
The music was bad, but it was entertaining.
Hey,
all things equal, you didn't yell at so aggressively.
Yeah.
Batista, because he's stronger and bigger than you, but not Lin-Manuel Miranda. I forget his name. And oh my God, it's Antonio something. I forget his name. Oh. That guy though, Usnavi. You want to punch Usnavi in the face?
No, actually,
you think you can fight him?
Actually, liked Usnavi.
You can't fight Batista, but you can fight this guy.
I felt bad for his
Anthony
Usnavi.
Ramos. That's his name.
I'd rather call him Usnavi.
Fair enough.
I want to see him in something else. Like he's in a show that I watch, In Treatment. He's in season 2, I believe, or whatever season this is.
Yeah,
now.
you can tell his talent.
He's
like the
very
cast.
talented dude.
Super talented.
Want to see him in some shit where he can actually shine. Not this bullshit.
All right.
This shitty movie.
I need to know just right off the bat. Initial thoughts, because that way we can get
if I liked it or not.
Well, I clearly, Tommy has off air, and I'll let you say it on air, considers this one of
my all-time worst movies.
Which I can't even fathom. It's not like I'm the champion of this movie, but I feel like I have to when you say some stupid shit like that, and that's where I'm at. I enjoyed this
movie.
movie.
Coming from the guy who doesn't watch movies.
But I watch musicals.
Of course.
And I like movies. I'm a film major. I know how to analyze movies. That's what I went to school for. And I got the degree.
Well, you're on the other side of
I'm going to give you 50-50.
fence.
Just because you get the glorified piece of paper doesn't mean you can do shit with it. But
unless you're here on whose show with whose microphone, whose cameras.
Nigga, this is volunteer work. Let's not start throwing that out there.
TJ could buy you.
Right, but here's the thing.
All right.
He lacks discipline.
Pretty disciplined.
Hey Sammy, I'm gonna let you get that one. But I'm actually
and 2, 3, 4, and 5.
I'm actually on your side, dumbass.
I don't care. I'll fight all of you. I don't need any of you.
You really are Lin-Manuel Miranda, aren't you?
I didn't hate
just going against every person with a little melanin in their skin.
Well, someone did ask.
At him.
Are you guys going to talk about the colorism?
We will address it.
Goddamn right we are.
We will
Actually,
address
I don't know. Should we address it in like the review or not? I don't know.
Get blended in.
It's all the review. This is this is why it's kicking with the Compas. No rules, no form, no nothing. But Tommy hates it. You thought you were enjoying what you saw of it.
I fucking despise it.
So, okay, let me give some preface here. I love musicals.
Yes.
Okay.
I saw La La Land about 150, and this no, let's not play games. I'm not about to put them in the same breath. Calm down. But
about to say, come on, man.
But semicolon, however, comma, I so far, and I've only seen an hour and some change of this movie. I didn't absolutely hate it. Like I can acknowledge it being set up, and for me, one of the things that I kind of had in the back of my head was I went into it under the lens of how many musicals I've watched. I knew that a lot of the starting part would be kind of drawn out, getting up to speed and things of that nature. Now, the second half of this movie, the songs and everything could be garbage, but I'll get into that, and I'll get into my opinions on the first half at least later.
Right, and I will say the second half has probably one of, if not the strongest song.
Perfect.
And then drags a little bit. So it's not like I'm saying it's perfect by any means. We'll get to my criticisms, of course.
This is clearly one of your favorite movies, I'm thinking, Sammy.
Not
the way you've been defending it.
I like this movie for this movie's important. Not important in terms of like
you're Benedict
impact.
Arnold, TJ. Got you on my side. You baited me in.
I'm not. I said you don't know where
side.
I stand. That's what I said. But I love
disappointed in you, man.
I can recite any song from High School Musical like I'm a goddamn record.
We're all in this. I didn't watch High School Musical. Though? I just know that part. I don't know anything beyond that.
Look, I do like some.
That's because you're a toxic masculine.
No, I like. It's 3 musicals I can say I like just off the top of my head. There's Dreamgirls, love it.
Okay.
La La Land.
Okay.
Love that. And Once. Love that.
Which one? What's the last one?
Hamilton wasn't in there.
Fuck Hamilton.
Oh.
We'll get more into
He's
the connection of Hamilton and this shit.
Yeah, I don't get that. JJ, real quick, before Tommy buries you with his anger.
I'm sorry, JJ.
What did you think of this movie? Just right off the top.
It's boring. It's just really boring.
It's incredibly boring.
It's like, it's. How to put this?
It's Thump JJ.
Every character like motivation and stuff I've kind of seen before in a more entertaining way. Like Usnavi's fucking character arc is Joe Dirt. Home is where you make it. You don't have to go to your fucking island.
Why does he want to go to the island anyway?
Because he idealizes it from when he was a little kid.
8? When he was 8.
Right, yeah.
JJ.
Like,
Tommy,
have you dumb motherfucker?
Have you been somewhere cool when you were 8 and you're like, man, I want to go back, and then you go back and it's awful?
I did.
I mean, he didn't go back, so you never realized that portion?
Six Flags Fiesta, Texas.
Hey!
I was going to ask if it was Six Flags.
It was Of course it was Six Flags.
Right, but imagine growing up and you're like 30 and you're like, man, I want to go live at Six Flags. And then you're like, but the embodiment of the thrill that you got actually being on the rides as a child.
My life.
Right.
And why I'm almost 30 and I feel that way.
Because you're working.
I'm not going to sing about it, Sammy. I'm not going to dance in the streets.
That's because you don't have a song in your heart. or skipping your step.
No.
That's true.
You're not a star.
It's fine.
Let's-
And I'm
Look,
like,
what-
yeah, well,
I'm being very Broadway-ish.
Here's sort of
Okay.
like my main kind of problem with it.
Actually, yeah, you know what?
By the way, in the chat, Felix goes, Tommy loves the musical where the white man saves jazz and teaches John Legend the meaning of jazz.
it's true. So does TJ, though.
Well, no, I like La La Land. You have a poster of La La Land. I like it, but
I like it. I think
Hey,
so.
hey.
what?
Now, look.
It's a great movie.
I'll fuck you up if you give me shit for liking La La
No one's
Land.
gonna do that. It won Best Picture for God's
didn't.
sakes. It didn't.
Blue
Oh, that's
Light
right.
won.
Blue.
Moonlight won. They had to give it. They had to act like they gave it to white people before they could give it to
That's
black
right.
people.
They had
So
a-
everyone now thinks that it won.
actually, technically, Emma Stone won Best Picture that year. So
That's
technically,
actors, so there
But
you go.
what I was gonna say was
I want to make the point I want to make because it's gonna put a kind of my flagpole in where I stand with this movie. Where
full.
La La Land
Yeah.
is a
Good movie.
movie with musical elements, which means that I have the reason why I am the way I am when it comes to musicals, why I know so much, why I've seen so much, because you guys accuse me, or at least Marcos accused me of being a theater kid. I'm not a theater kid. I've never been in a production of anything beyond elementary school.
Feel like there's a video out there somewhere.
No.
Okay.
But
if I find it.
I was the youngest to 3 other older theater kids. So I had to go to all of the productions that they went to.
It's not believable.
It's
all
very
your
believable.
oldest siblings
My
are
oldest sister,
successful.
of course they're all successful, you fool.
I mean,
My oldest sister, my oldest sister was actress, stage manager. My other older sister was stage manager for a bunch, and she acted in it too.
Right.
And then my brother did improv and lighting for a lot of the plays and stuff. He did improv separately, but he also did lighting for the plays. So he was one of the tech guys.
well, that was smart.
Right.
I was theater, and then tech theater in high school. So
Right.
and I was both. So
So,
Okay.
Taming of the Shrew, Two Gentlemen of Verona, Annie Get Your Gun. The posters are in my brother's room, so I remember all the ones I saw growing up. Little Shop of Horrors, like those are things I saw in person when I'm like 7 or 8, 9.
Bless your heart.
Right.
Yeah.
And at first you're like, whatever. But every time I
rough.
watched, they had a good production company at my sister's and eventually my high school.
musicals.
Shout out to Kathy Koch out of Fresno, California. She's great. She was the theater director there. Point being, I know a musical, a good one, when I see one. And La La Land,
Yes.
my sister helped me with this perspective. It's a great movie with good music in it, but it's not like a good musical.
People sing for long periods of time.
But Emma Stone and
Ryan Gosling. Yeah.
are no singers.
Who gives a fuck?
Theater people who care about musicals.
So
people who can sing in a musical.
0.9% of the population.
Right. City of Stars.
Oh my God,
I can
damn.
do it. If I can do it,
Oh,
that means it's terrible.
no, I'm actually going to counterpoint that. I think the whole point of musicals is the applicability of an actor being able to formulate and go into these roles. And that's why the singing elements have to have a lower bar of entry, so that way anybody who's like a lead can be able to achieve the lower bar, and then it takes those acting skills to elevate it to a higher bar.
You need to demand more of your actors because Broadway,
Now,
but I'm saying, but like actual theater performance, which they are, and I've never seen Broadway, but they do all of it. They may not look the best. They don't look like Ryan Gosling. They don't look like Emma Stone. But they can sing like a motherfucker and they can dance like a motherfucker.
no, of course. No,
So
this is not to take away from acting.
So that said, this leans more on this is a theater kids musical type thing. It's going to be corny, cheesy, bombastic, and it may not be shot in the best ways. And my biggest thing about this is a lot of fat. A lot of fat on this movie. You could cut a lot of things out. You can cut a couple songs here and there.
Cut an hour
You could
and
cut
30
a lot
minutes.
of songs out.
Yeah, but
Most of them.
That was the point I was trying to make. My main gripe, sort of, with it is that the
JJ.
theater expression.
I actually want you to go into as much depth as you can because you never lead us off. So please go.
yes,
The old theater expression goes something like, "We sing when words fail," right? Like
Right.
that's the whole. None of their words were failing in this movie. They could have just fucking talked.
what are you talking about, JJ?
Like
in
the
Washington
intro
Heights?
song, I get it. You need to like set it up. It goes on for
Could've been
way
shorter.
too long.
Actually, dude,
You need-
so
you need-
this is fresh on my brain,
Right.
And I remember because I actually liked the intro song, But I was like,
when
there
it
was a
kicks
point-
in, when it kicks in, yeah,
minutes.
sure, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but the whole thing was, I was like, damn near 5 minutes in this bitch. I was like, it's still going. Okay.
They were world building and doing the big number.
What world, motherfucker? It's Washington Heights. It's one location.
I don't know what the fuck Washington Heights is. I've
2+
never been.
hours clearly.
I've
to
never-
establish Washington fucking Heights like it's Oz.
Well,
get the fuck out of here. It's bullshit, Sammy. I hate this movie so fucking much.
Do you really? I paused on that. Not sadly enough. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Do you hate Washington
Not
Heights now? Because I don't.
I still do. Yeah.
But go ahead, Tommy.
I would like to like Washington Heights, the real Washington Heights. Apparently, if I go, I won't see a black person at all, or anyone with dark skin, or a Filipino, or
What are you
a
talking
white
about?
person,
There's literally a black guy
or
right there.
One dude, Dr. Dre.
Is that Dr. Dre?
That's Dr.
Yeah.
Dre.
Okay.
Straight out of
What
Compton.
bothered me is that because the way Lin-Manuel Miranda writes his music, I'm like, oh, it's Lamar Odom Jr. and Lin-Manuel Miranda. Not Lamar, no, Leslie Odom. I'm sorry, not Lamar Odom.
That motherfucker's no Leslie Odom.
Aaron
Jr.
Burr in Hamilton, if you guys know. That he sounds exactly like him. He
probably
sings
did
just
the
like
actual
him.
vocals.
I once again, my point of view here is, and what I was laughing about before the cameras were rolling, because I was still watching, because once again, I was like buzzer beating this only
Right.
halfway.
By the way, I'm trying to find black people in this trailer. Just
Good luck.
for you.
But the funny part with this movie was like every time they needed to break it down or add a little bit of soul, that nigga showed up. I said,
Right on cue.
Hey, bro, I was like, hey, what you doing by this pool? This man was breaking and spinning, and I was like, hey, homie, hey, look,
Yeah, can
you got
I-
like 15
Motherfucker
people
got
back
his
there.
Lionel Richie on,
Bro,
too.
bro, I swear they brought a homeless. During the rap song, they brought another black dude in out of nowhere.
Nowhere.
He wasn't even part of the main cast.
No.
I don't know if he like turns out to be in the
No,
second half.
no,
But
no.
they-
He was in there. Like I think was it the spray paint
The
guy?
painter,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah, he comes back in later for one little thing, and that's it.
Bro.
He's bigger in the play allegedly, but not
really.
huge.
Is he?
Not huge.
No, bro,
no.
they were like-
He's one of the C characters where he's come back. He's the Piragua
They're
guy.
all C characters.
Piragua guy, the Lin-Manuel Miranda,
That
the old man.
motherfucker is a
That's a C
F
character. He's a C character in terms of importance.
Well, because he was played by Lin-Manuel
We'll get to that. I
Miranda.
figured out what the problem was. But go
Motherfucker.
ahead.
Come on.
Because I was like, small, under the lens that I'm more positive than negative on this movie so far. It was very obvious to see, like, man, when they were breaking it down, like there had to be a brother around, and what got me, and where I really broke, like y'all didn't see this in the car, I was cracking the fuck up, cause like I shit you not, this has been like three homies together,
Right.
and they brought a fourth one.
Out of nowhere. Yeah.
Just because he was black and just because they were breaking it down again. And I was like,
No.
y'all really,
Meet the
y'all
quota.
really?
So we're talking about one particular scene in this movie, and this was one where, mind you, Tommy, this is me criticizing the film. Once again, I'm not the champion of this
Sure you're
film.
not.
I'm merely a soldier in this army. Okay, there are champions who are gonna say this is the greatest thing ever.
Whatever, man.
I'm in the army. I'm
Sammy.
one of the cannon fodder. guys.
This may sound very strong, but right now
you want to think about it?
Right now you are dead to me.
All right. Well, then shut the fuck up before I haunt you. No. So they're going to the pool. They're like, hey, it's too hot. We're going to close everything down. The neighborhood's shutting down. We're going to the public pool, which is like, that's not how economies work, but okay. But
I've actually seen like I know places like that.
yeah, I know,
Like,
but-
I'm a small town. Like if something's happening, like shit closed down for football games. Come on.
yeah, California don't do that shit, at least the major cities.
Y'all motherfuckers open at like noon while everybody else in the country's working.
No, you guys this time zones, baby. That's all it is. It's the sun. The sun
Wake
graces
up when
us
everyone
better.
else does.
But that's not the point. The point is, they were like, all right, beautiful songs, people dancing, show tunes, whatever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, hey guys, we're going to the pool. Let me tell you, homie, about the time we go to the pool.
Were you surprised they broke out in
wants
song?
No, but I was like, this is awkward. Like, it really, for me,
It was weird.
it was jarring because, like, in Hamilton, they do the debates in rap form. They
Yeah.
make it a thing. They go, here's a chunk of it. We're gonna set this up. They're gonna debate rap battle. Okay? Narratively, it works. This was all right, guys. Like we did earlier
Here,
this week.
words would have sufficed.
Yes.
You don't need music here.
I would agree 100%. That is the perfect example because, like, hey guys, let's go tubing. All right, and then imagine us getting on that bus and being like, guys, we're going to the pool. Here, have a Trulies. Everybody loves it when I love boobies. Like it was just that. It was that bad.
That was bad.
It was no.
terrible.
That was bad. And what they were saying
was better than what the fuck was in the movie.
right.
But I mean,
you get
everyone was a whole vibe on the Tuning play. So I mean, maybe they would have actually come along. Bro, we could have been on the river.
all the other people on the buses just.
Motherfucker, that's the scene from the Jungle Book. Is that what you want to do? Are you gonna be Baloo?
By looks alone, perhaps.
I'm gonna be honest, Sammy. I genuinely think, especially with how everyone was vibing on that river, we could have got a musical out of that river experience if we really wanted to.
I would say if this had bigger show tunes, if this had bigger hits, I'd be singing the fuck out of them on the water and then having people sing along.
I feel like y'all had an In the Jungle moment. So
we should have. I was that drunk. We'll get to that. But back to the movie.
Right.
That was a valid point. That was something I was like, oh, I don't like that at all.
That all of it. That's what it was for me. Like, yeah, I could pick that one out particularly.
Right.
It was just a little bit weirder than the rest, or cheesy, or corny. That's what this movie was.
Lin-Manuel's songs also worthless.
Fucking terrible. Quick question: did he write this shit in 1994?
He wrote it.
That's what it sounds like.
He was 27. It was 2008.
It clearly was not.
No, it was 2008 when it first came out, and then it came out, and then he ended, and then he did Hamilton. So then Hamilton took off. That made him who he was. He was 20, must have been 26 when he wrote this. So young Lin-Man.
So this is even shittier than Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
That's the stupid thing. Most things are shittier than Hamilton. That's a weird threshold. Hamilton, all things considered, is up here. Most everything is down here. Like I don't know what I put.
Hamilton's a top tier, not top tier, but yeah, actually no, it's top tier musical.
It's like the SpongeBob one is down here.
Made a lot of money.
Like here, and then like
it's
Hamilton's
got a lot of attention, but it's not really good.
Hamilton? You don't like musicals.
No, I do. I just mentioned three that I like.
See, that's a movie. I usually like.
I'm gonna see West Side Story
a movie,
when it comes
one
out.
of black folk that is kind of mandatory, kind of like how this is mandatory for me to like.
Dreamgirls.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. And what was the other one? I didn't hear the other one.
Huh?
The third one you liked.
Once.
I never heard that one. What's that one?
Yeah, it's an indie musical.
Oh,
but its
underground.
thing is that the music is naturally incorporated into the movie. You know, so they're singing, but they're singing for a purpose. You know, they're performers. So when they do perform a song, it's, you know,
right.
There you go.
Well, I'm wondering. That's the thing. JJ's point, you know, not being the sharpest. I could get that, but awful.
Yeah, fucking terrible. La La Land had its gimmick. That's why I like La La Land.
White savior.
No,
white people.
It was the old
white people.
Well, it was supposed to be based on like some shit from the 50s or 60s or some shit.
Yeah, so, when they were wearing white gloves and singing "Mammy, Mammy." That was 30s, but not far off.
They updated it so that didn't happen in the movie. He just had to teach John Legend about jazz.
Mind you, don't cut that out. That was an Al Jolson impression. I just.
That's how you're gonna.
That's how I'm gonna get hashtag. Okay. I'm just saying that was an impression of Al Jolson. I know the history. Shut up. But yeah, you want that. That was more old Hollywood musical, like, you know, the Gentlemen Prefer Blondes type of Marilyn Monroe type of thing. This is more like musical music. I mean, this is that Les Miserables bullshit. Well, we have to. Les Miserables is one of the highest regarded ones, and Russell Crowe
sucks too. And Russell Crowe can't sing.
Russell Crowe can't sing. I was gonna just if you ever watch it, he can't sing. But like this right here is standard musical fare, man, and that may be a problem. But it's standard musical fare. I think this movie just has a little too many plot points. Musicals are obviously like 4 hours, so they had to kind of change some things, condense some things. But
Can I
otherwise,
say my point at some point.
Yeah. Well, we want to talk about colorism. We can get to that now.
I'll lead you right into that.
All right. Well, let's.
Time out. Because so look, I'm gonna trying to provide. This is the non-structured show, but we need some
TJ,
bounce back and forth. I'm not trying to defend it, and I'm gonna say my goddamn point. So what I was saying is, okay, because I know you're gonna lead it to colorism, and that's a larger conversation.
Right.
Any nails in the coffin y'all want to make before we get into the?
I have a ton.
Because I know
Just
you
let me unload my nail gun. You go ahead.
Yeah, because like I said, overall, my personal feelings towards this are actually pretty positive. I'll put it under the lens of being like a musical for what it is, and yes, I do agree. Things go on too long, And shit, I'm only barely halfway through the shit, or an hour deep, and I was like, "There's like 2 of these songs I would have already cut." The salon. I was like, "Hey, why we singing?" I get it, because that's like a barbershop. Like, I totally get it.
It's like a barbershop or a salon.
Yeah, like I was.
Like,
yes,
I'm just saying, like,
no, like, or like a salon. Yeah, I totally understand.
Male equivalent, right? Fine.
I understand. I totally understand like what they're going for. And one thing that I don't gotta get, like, it has a feeling of, despite its outlandishness, it does have a level of authenticism in terms of addressing certain points, or at least in the first part, because like whenever the what is it, Nina, right? She's talking to her dad, going through like the whole college tuition scenario, and whenever he's like, "Hey, you're not. That's not something you're supposed to worry about. I'm the parent." Like, that was 100% something that hit me in the gut, because that's just like my mom. That's to a T.
I think my main problem with it is that Usnavi's story is kind of like the focus, the main focus, and his is kind of like the most boring to me.
And I totally agree with you there, because everybody else feels like there's a level of like not genuine struggle, but everyone's struggling, right? But everyone has like,
and he's just fine.
Like,
right. He doesn't have to make a move. He's got a halfway successful business that people like and go to and frequent enough.
Yeah.
He just sold a successful lottery ticket. He's got his little cousin or whatever who's doing fine, whatever.
Yeah,
he's got his grandma right there.
The girl he likes kind of likes him.
I'll get to one of my many points. I'll let you continue, because
no, I mean, it's one of those things where, yeah, like the main character, at least for so far as what I've seen, he's actually not too bad.
Yeah, he's Guy.
He's not bad, but he also has like zero conflict, really. His conflict is all himself.
It's
him wanting to move to
that's a Latino trait, JJ. You know this.
And I think that kind of not necessarily pulls away, but like in terms of like the setup, like there's a lot of variables that to me have a little more urgency, right? The tuition scenario, very urgent. Even his love interest, Vanessa, right?
Yeah, Vanessa.
So Vanessa
Morales.
She has her own like kind of, hey, a little more urgent.
I was in her.
Yeah,
shit.
like you JJ was like the only thing I relate to in this movie.
It's Vanessa. It's the hot one.
Is that?
and even the setup and kind of background for the Abuela character, where she's like, hey, she has no family, so she adopted the block.
I like her a lot too. She was probably my favorite character.
I was like, I related to that, because I'm like, I know like older women who are just like that.
Right.
Like, hey,
matriarchs.
Like, hey, like, you come to their crib, they'll love you just like they're one of your own. Like, never turn away someone. Call them family.
And give this movie a compliment.
Of course.
Can I do that, Sammy?
Yeah.
Please?
One more moment. The
God.
grandma gets the best song. You can get that later. She gets a number, and it's probably the best one in my opinion.
I haven't got to this part of the movie, and you could spoil it. I'm going to assume, I don't know if they clarify, but I'm going to assume she's the one who has the lottery ticket that wins.
Correct.
Because
this was a spoiler. We said it. Yeah.
No, look at the fucking pool thing. They're like, no one has it. I'm like, who's the only goddamn person?
This movie is kind of predictable. Like,
it's predictable at every corner, JJ.
Also, there's rules against not only people who selling lotto tickets, but they can't cash it.
Yeah, you can't transfer it over.
You can't transfer from your own. No, you can transfer it over, but if you're selling lottery tickets, you can't win the lottery.
Yeah,
and so when he's like,
somebody else to.
He's great. I just imagine him in his whole thing every day, just scratching all of them.
Yeah.
You're like, I won.
Yeah,
super illegal news, Navi. You fraud bastard.
Well, that tells me things. But
yeah, no, if you win the lottery, you can only get the payout.
Yeah, no, I know that part.
Right.
But I was like,
and so when she dies, it goes to the state, and then they gentrify Washington Heights even more. Tommy, go say the nice thing.
I forgot what the fuck it was.
Grandma. The grandma's sweet and old and elderly.
Fuck her.
But
I don't give a fuck about the grandma. No, TJ. I have rage and I need to get it out.
I'm about to give you your pass.
No.
I'm giving you your pass.
No, you don't have to pass me the baton, brother. I got it. Look, this movie's terrible. It's fucking terrible. You know why it's terrible, Sammy? Oh, I didn't even say the good thing, did I?
No.
Oh. We can do that first then.
It ended.
The women are gorgeous. You're right.
No.
They are.
Some of them
In
are
my opinion, not all of them are.
You should not have an opinion.
The main one is not. The college one is. I liked her. I wish they would have given her more screen time because she and Usnavi were like the only two likable characters in the whole fucking movie.
But
everybody else was annoying to the point I got a headache right here. I remember it, TJ, like it was yesterday.
You don't like Little Cousin?
Little Cousin
You don't
sucks.
like Primito?
No, he's fucking terrible.
Hey, he set up his cousin. That's a good cousin.
That's a
give a
good
rat's
cousin.
ass.
That's a good cousin. I mean, with his weird face.
tried.
I gotta stop that weird face. There you go. Fix
He
your
has
face.
a douche face. But
Yeah,
he
looks.
tried.
He looks like a dickhead younger brother, which is exactly who he is,
Okay,
which is nice.
super. I've
Okay.
seen that before in a million other movies, along with every fucking plot. You know why I hate this movie the most? It's its fucking mediocrity. It's not mediocre on a level to where, okay, well, that was just a movie. It's mediocre and predictable. You know exactly what the fuck is going to happen at every turn. But hey, instead of it just happening, JJ, I got to sit through 15 minutes of song that sounds the exact fucking same, like it was written in 1994 Brooklyn. That's what the fuck I'm listening to. That's what the fuck I have to see constantly. I love the pride in this. I love the fact of the heritage, all that shit. I dug. I wanted to see it in a way better fucking movie. That's what I wanted.
But, see, let me counteract that because coming from the African-American perspective, this is the ground line that we've already had that's not in a musical format. A lot of the times,
love
how
to
many,
see that.
how many times, and I would love,
Dreamgirls, you got it.
That's not it.
And that's not it. I would love to see the African-American, like, directly focused sort of musicals be a more prominent thing. But for In the Heights, it's unapologetically Afro-Latina X. And I,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Pause. Pause.
Okay.
Unapologetically Latina X asterisk with some colorism issues, but fundamentally,
Look,
like,
there's a big brother right there. Luke Cage is right there. Look at him.
what's his name?
I don't,
You want to play a game?
Jeremy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You want to play a game one day? Let's pick out the black people in the Heights and let's count them on both hands.
But
How about we do that?
it's
Whoever gets there first gets to leave the movie. That's
for
their
the-
reward.
But the whole point, but for the love of God, there ain't nothing but minorities in this goddamn thing.
Hey, there's
It's a lot of brown.
There's three in
and
one
I'm
shot.
digging it. I fucks with it.
Tommy,
I like it.
3 in 1 shot and Jimmy Smits.
No, hey, I saw Black Panther. I know the pride of seeing nothing but your color on a screen. If you have color, if you don't, then you're just white, and that's every day.
But that's what I'm saying.
But-
like, that's the colorism issue. The colorism issue is something that is still a problem in our
problem in all I'm about to say. That's
yeah,
an
in
issue
our
with
forms
us.
of media too.
Yeah.
I'm not giving this shit a pass, but the fact that it's filled with Latina X people
Yeah.
and it's unapologetically themselves, and you not see a goddamn non-Hispanic person on the goddamn screen, I gotta give it points for, no matter what the fuck it goes for. So before you get crunk on this film, I'm about to get crunk on you because you gotta call this the worst shit you've ever seen.
It is.
You're seeing a bunch of colored minority people on a screen
Right.
singing in a format that we've never seen before, and you still giving this shit. I don't give a fuck if you don't like the fundamentals of this movie.
Because
but
it's
you
a
can't-
goddamn movie. Play like a goddamn movie.
It's a
we have
musical.
I don't give a goddamn PJ. I don't give a fuck. If you make a movie, make a good movie. Don't make some mediocre bullshit like some Tyler Perry bullshit.
This is not some Tyler Perry
Oh,
bullshit.
Tyler Perry
not
shit is
Tyler
better than this
Perry.
shit. At least Tyler Perry does some
We
shit
didn't
that goes off the
we
rails
didn't push a
one day.
paraplegic into a bathtub.
At least Tyler Perry does it. That's entertaining as shit.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. It's gonna be stupid as fuck and probably
I
offensive.
know you did. No.
But hey.
All Tyler Perry does is demean
a
and
minstrel show.
and fold us into so many
It's a minstrel
goddamn.
show. He's right.
So
I
many
hate
goddamn
it. I hate
stereotypes.
it.
Jimmy
That's why-
Smits is wearing a suit.
I'm so glad you reminded me why I love you, T.
You know, like,
Brought you back from the depths
Yeah.
to
I was going to a
defending,
dark place.
to defend him, which Tyler Perry never goes.
No.
yeah, I mean,
It's always light brown.
and look,
Isn't it though?
yeah, and you got the
Good call.
and you got the light skin saver just like Tyler Perry movies. So
Right.
I understand your comparison.
Yes.
But my whole thing underneath all of this and reason why at the fundamental level I cannot be hard on this movie from like a I from a cinematic perspective.
I get what you're saying.
I can still grade it and tier it.
Yeah.
Right. But this is the type of stuff that Sammy talks about all the goddamn time. Representation is what needs to be a common occurrence. And they chose a medium that normally isn't properly represented anyway. And they chose a really unorthodox medium that normally, hey, even if you don't like musicals, people can catch a song. It can be a vibe. There's a lot of things I can go on about this, but it's creative in terms of no, it's very formulaic. It's creative in terms of the routes that we can get this representation, and it's just and the fact that it is a run-of-the-mill musical with goddamn colored people, to me, is making it a normality more so than anything. And so I'm gonna give it the normality, like the normal format that I'm gonna do for any other musical that I give.
Okay. I respect this man, so I'll let his opinion.
But the whole thing is, even though I'm getting all crunked energy, I don't inherently disagree with your flaws.
As a movie, TJ. I'm looking at it as a film I had to endure.
And that's fair.
Seeing a whole screen full of people of color, I love it. Every time I see it,
Sounds
I
like
love
you don't. Sounds like you don't
give a
love it.
rat's ass what nationality it is. If it's something that in America, made by an American film company, if it is something like that, like this is, where it's a screen full of one color that never gets represented, or rarely.
You want it to be strong.
I want it to be strong. Black Panther, strong. Writing, strong. Everything's strong.
But how many black movies have we gone through that have been trashed before we got to
all of them were created by Tyler Perry.
But
Tyler Perry is also the most lucrative black producer, director,
Oscar.
Everything.
And
because he used...
That's his own studio.
Exactly. He used that cheap bullshit.
Well, he sold us out to
Yeah,
get a
exactly.
lot of money.
Yeah. But you got it.
Carlos Mencia.
No, he didn't. He wasn't successful for 3 years.
He's a successful Carlos Mencia.
No, but no, Tyler Perry's original. Like you said, he's original. He comes up with Medea is an original character.
But
and Lin-Manuel Miranda.
The fact he took that name and did that.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is original too. Hamilton
original, but
is insanity if you think about it conceptually, and the fact that it works as a functioning production is brilliant. Okay, so he's earned the good credit there in the scope of humanity.
Are you comparing him to Tyler Perry? Because it's not.
Well, I'm saying.
Okay.
You're talking about just who's making it, right? Who's making these products?
True.
Robert Rodriguez stopped being popular a long time ago.
He did.
But he was making products, Spy Kids and shit. They were all Mexican.
Into the Star Wars world. So,
right. Now he's getting to Star Wars, but
he's gonna bring some brown to Star Wars.
Well, but the Disney only allots one. one or two.
Hey, if we're getting one, so I'm sure you guys are gonna get one.
I mean, we've
been laying the groundwork. I feel
right. And this movie, the reason why I like it and will take it flaws and all, one, because it's not in my opinion, it's not as bad as you think it is. Like I said, needs some trimming, needs some fat cut, but ultimately, nobody in this goddamn movie sells drugs, is a gang member. Is stupid, like generally stupid, like, hey, I'm sleepy and tired, I don't want to go to work today. There are no characters like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And one of them's going to college, going to Stanford.
She drops out.
Well, in the play, she's doing poorly. In this one, she's like, I need familia. That was a little weird. That was a movie change. But that's real. That's an experience that Nina. That's an experience that's similar to something I've seen in my family.
Man. It's
no, it's real.
Fuck.
That's what musicals are.
That's
musicals
why
are
I fucking
cheesy.
hate them.
Right, but you can't
That's
say.
my thing with fuck that. That's my thing with musicals. Okay, great. The music is great. The choreography is great. Super. We can't get a decent fucking story. It has to be the most generic, mediocre shit ever. Damn near every popular musical is that.
This is a slice of life type for Washington Heist.
No, it's not at all.
It's centered off of a blackout that murders people.
Kind of predictable. So,
what'd you say?
I said La La Land's actually kind of predictable too.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because it had an aesthetic. It had a gimmick. It had two.
So what's wrong with the gimmick being?
Yeah, what's wrong with
the gimmick?
The brick and stone of Washington Heist?
I have to sing about fucking stocking a freezer or stocking a shelf.
Right. Making the mundane
fucking soup cans to my little cousin.
Making the mundane
not for 30
extravagant.
Minutes, not for 30 fucking minutes with a generic song that sounds like every other fucking song in this goddamn thing.
You're not.
It blended together and it was torture.
You don't like real 3D
her
awesome
fucking
things?
having a daydream running through the street, fucking Vanilla Sky style. That was corny as fuck.
Right, but
it fucking irritates me to no end.
Have
I love
you not
cinema.
sat in plays?
I love
no, because
cinema.
you like cinema.
No.
But I'm talking about a.
No, I haven't because
Right.
I don't like plays. I fucking
So
hate
you
plays. I
fundamentally
hate
could not
musicals.
like this.
But La La Land, do you think, you didn't think it was grating and stupid that they went to every LA location and be like, we're going on a date. Do, 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 do. That was cheesy and corny and
Worse.
dumb.
They said
Just
they
because it
dropped
was
F-bombs
just
in
because
La
it
La
was
Land.
it was shot
very-
nicely.
No, it had a great story to go along with it. Super. Yeah, it had its cheesy moments. I can let some slide, Sammy. I can't let a 2.5-hour movie slide. I can't
ain't
do
gonna
that.
give it a pass on the time because
Like
I
I
felt like
said,
I watched an entire movie already.
La La Land was a simple premise. Showed the whole layout of how relationships actually go. Fantastic. Had a beginning, Sammy, had a middle, had an end, threw some twists in there. Great acting. The songs were good. Not a million of them. They didn't sing their lines.
That's because it's a movie, not a musical.
It's a musical.
Not based on, it's not a stage play, I should say.
Good.
Stage music.
That works in its benefit.
Right, because it's a movie.
Because
That's
it's
what
a
you want to
good-
see. You don't want to see cool things and
No,
interesting
I don't want to
things.
see some shitty shit that I've seen a million times.
Now, the one thing that does piss me off, I will say.
Written poorly.
The one thing that did kind of piss me off entirely rewatching this again is that I cannot believe Anthony Ramos would be insecure about going up to a cute girl. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, that's-
that is a
Yeah,
handsome
that was-
motherfucker.
that was very
No,
unrealistic.
Lin-Manuel
Yeah.
Miranda, I can believe that. Like,
No, no one should ever-
I'm so dorky, and I run a shop. I'm Lin-Manuel Miranda. Okay, yeah, he has
woman-
the singing and
no
the
woman
skill.
should ever have sex with
Bonuses. He
Lin-Manuel
has
Miranda.
kids. Shut up.
Well, she should
But-
divorce him, Sammy, because of this. If for nothing else, he could be the best father, the best husband in the world. For this shit, I think that's grounds for divorce.
No, but I'm just saying, with Lin-Manuel Miranda being kind of a corny dude, I get. Anthony Ramos being like, I'm scared to go up
Yeah,
to
it's
any
not
fucking woman.
realistic,
Are you fucking
especially
kidding me?
The girl that he's interested in, because she's pretty.
She's
know,
gorgeous.
she's
You
okay.
upset me.
she's okay.
You
I think-
upset me so much by
College
saying
girl,
these things.
The one with the darkest skin, she's beautiful.
The
She's-
chat. I think the chat put it right. I think the component and where your mindset ends up on this movie/musical is what your opinion of the medium is, right? Like, are you going into it with the movie lens? Or are you going with it with the musical lens? And with both of those aspects, I don't think either is wrong from your interpretation, but I think that from my perspective, right, where I came in it thinking like, hey, to me, I'm like, I'm going in the heads of space that it's a musical, that it's just an upgraded version of a Broadway musical play, right? And then that way I know what I'm in for. I know that I'm in for the cheesiness. I know that I'm in for the X, Y, and Z. Now, Tommy, I know that also from the inverse, I love cinema. I love all those things.
You do.
And that's why I'm saying what you're voicing, totally understand that perspective, because from a film perspective, hell yeah, I would never give any one of these things a slide in a regularly formatted film. But to me, I'm like, this is more like what I think, Sammy, you put it really great, right? Like, I think that this is more of a don't be full of yourself. I said I think that this is more of a musical more so than anything else. And I think that at the end of the day, underneath all of this, I think what JJ said is still the most prominent and still the most true, that fundamentally the difference between this and La La Land, the difference between why this is a musical versus a movie, is that in a musical, musicals value a multitude of different plot lines that all get wrapped up in various differentiations because the time allots for it.
Right.
Because this came at it from a musical approach, and they're very unapologetic about being, hey, we're more musical than movie, that inevitably creates a very difficult play when your one central plot line isn't that interesting, and you're still hanging on to these 15 other plot lines that we got to have songs for, that we got to have X, Y, and Z for, right?
Did not have the
and
patience
so
for it.
it's almost like I think they should have bit the bullet and been like, cool, we know that this is going to be long, and and we're going to flesh out everything we need to.
And put a goddamn intermission in as well.
And
Just
then-
make it
yeah.
direct a stage to screen adaptation.
And then
4-hour saga of In the Heights.
Because the thing is, in an HBO Max setting, that's not too bad. because you're like, cool.
They gave fucking Zack Snyder 4 hours for Snyder Cut.
I didn't watch that either.
A lot of people did. Give Lin-Man 8 hours of In the Heights.
But
No.
I ain't about to sit out.
But I do want to go and wrap up a little bit. I want to talk about the colorism thing last. I just want to go through just people by people and talk about what you can cut. You know, he doesn't do much. He's like,
Wow.
here's the thing. I'm not saying cut him. Here's the
You just said people you could cut.
No, this is what I'm saying. In the actual play itself,
Yeah.
linking back to the colorism thing,
Right.
if you're not gonna be the actual point of his character, which was, oh my god, my mija's dating a black guy. He's that guy in the actual play. They address it. It's part of it. But they cut it out here because they're like, there's too many things going on. We can't dive into that. But that's in the play.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Right.
That might have been interesting.
That was a casualty of the movie
That
part.
shouldn't
And
be
that-
a casualty.
Because that's difficult.
I've
which
never seen that in film,
but
really.
We will get to that coming back to the colorism thing because he already got the backlash. Obviously, the backlash we've
better
already
say
gone
blacklash.
through. Shut up. Tongue-tied.
Yeah, you're fine.
She's great. Her
She's
story's great.
fantastic, and she's beautiful.
Make her a dreamer. Get rid of little brother. I know he's necessary, but you can combine them together, and that's it.
Right.
And have the dad have to pay cash everything
I agree.
because they can't get student loans because she's a dreamer.
Okay.
Mark Anthony, get rid of him because he's just a crackhead for an episode or 10 minutes. That was hilarious. Did you get to that part? Singer Mark Anthony? Do you guys know who he
great.
is? He did great, but it was just weird
He
seeing
was,
him as a
he was
crackhead.
in a different movie.
Yeah. It was just
Definitely.
one scene, and then
I'm like, damn, man, Mark Anthony could
They
act
just showed
his
up
ass
at his
off.
house.
That's what it really seemed like.
he was drunk as fuck.
We
just
got to
like,
catch this motherfucker on a bender. So let's go to his house and ambush. Let's go.
Hey, Mark, you want to go party this weekend?
I guess.
My son? He don't fucking listen to me, man. And then he does the ending song. I forgot Vanessa, fucking fantastic.
No, every time. I don't know if that was her singing.
I think it was.
Every one of her numbers irritated the fuck out of me. I don't know who the singer was, but it just didn't work. It took me completely out of the movie as if I needed any of that
You
to happen.
are a fool.
And she just had this just dead look. Very Kristen Stewart-esque type deal to where she doesn't emote well to me. She's not a very good actress.
They overdid it on the smoky eye, I think.
Well,
So
maybe.
you
Just
couldn't see the
didn't-
intricacies because, yeah, every time you kind
I
of see
hate
her,
that- I don't
her eyes
like
look a little
doing
dark, and it's
that.
like,
Yeah. I can't look.
I want to see it.
I can't act. I'm just a fan of film. To me, she wasn't very good in this. Like I said, the other female lead.
Yeah.
Don't put that motherfucker on. The other female lead,
Yes.
I liked her. I liked her and Jimmy Schmitz.
Jimmy Smits. I'm gonna get to him. He's gonna be the new Latino old man. He's gonna once Edward
Taking
James
over-
almost
I was about
passes
to say,
away.
Well, I haven't seen Edward James in a lot of
He's
shit.
in Sons of
Mayans.
Mayas. Yeah, Sons of Anarchy
Oh, okay.
Mayas. So he's
It's
no,
a good
but
steady paycheck.
but he's elderly. He's
old.
James Earl Jones
He's getting up there
elderly.
like Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
He's kind of like y'all's Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, he's
They're
James
both
Earl
getting old.
Jones. Like, oh my God, he could go at any minute. Fuck.
Yeah.
But Jimmy Smits.
Like that shit from Coming to America. I thought that was really gonna happen.
Jimmy Smits, though.
Yeah.
I go, hey, he's not bad.
He's still youthful.
He's not bad. No, yeah, he's older man. He can proceed to get older and still be fine.
Right.
Let me just scroll through. Lin Man, sorry, Piragua guy, get out of here. You're not necessary.
and don't have a fucking end credit sequence.
But the he wrote the character based off his grandpa, and the producers of the movie, the ones that were really backing him because he was an executive producer, they said, hey, be in it, and we'll give you more money and more control. And he was like, fine, because he's a pull. So they made him put him in there, and then gave him 2 numbers because he's Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
Not ideal, not necessary, whatever. Salon ladies, dope. They're there for my sisters and my tias. They're great characters. I like
They were
them.
fun.
They were fun.
They were fun.
Okay.
They brought
It's one-
some,
it's
they at
one of
least
the
brought some fun to the fucking
it's
movie.
a universal thing where like I think that anybody who
My
is
one problem with the salon ladies is that Abuela dies.
Mm-hmm.
Salon lady's moving. She's like, why the fuck isn't anyone saying bye to me? Bitch.
Grandma's dead. Chill the fuck out, please.
It happens. She was old.
She stopped taking her medicine
That's
and
her-
died of heat stroke.
It was hot.
That was really weird. Why she was like, I'm just out. Bye.
Let me have a musical number on my way out.
Right.
Which is terrible. You didn't need to see it.
It was great.
It's not.
It's a really good. It's a
not.
really
She
good
is
number.
a good character. That
Yeah.
was overdone though.
It came a little
if
late.
you were going to change stuff up, like completely alter it for the movie, I would say tell all the stories through the grandma's perspective.
That would have been cool. That would have been good.
That would have
been a better, more
different.
solid structure in terms of a movie.
There's so many
Because
things
they're
that
all
could've been
connected
done.
to her.
And
Yeah.
then you have the
It would have been emotion in that.
I mean, I've been spoiled by y'all bitches, but I have the moment where she dies, and then that's when it switches to our character.
Yes.
That would have been perfect.
Oh damn!
That would have been good. Yeah,
See, I just wrote a better movie, goddammit.
No, you formatted it better.
Formatted it way.
So that's the
That's
thing.
what I'm saying, Sammy. Like, we've seen generic fucking plots before. We've seen that. When they're done in a certain way, they are at least watchable and at least entertaining.
And this was.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It was generic and mediocre. All the worst things.
You didn't want to go to a club like that. All Puerto Rican and Latina women, and
I
then
would love to go to that
equally
club.
aggressive giant. There was a giant Puerto Rican dude in this movie. He was like 6'5",
Yeah.
solid as a rock, fucking sasaing the shit out of everything. I
Yeah.
was like, "Fuck that
Saw it.
dude! That guy's
Like he was
amazing."
going to cause an earthquake.
He would though. He was massive and buff and a hell of
He
a
can move.
dancer. And
I
I
was
got
about to say,
so
he can
mad.
move. He
I got
was
so
smooth.
fucking mad.
He
I
was
was like,
smooth.
I
It's
gotta compete
possible
with
for
that
you.
shit.
Yeah.
That's difficult.
Hope
but
should give you hope,
I
Sammy.
damn, I don't even know how we got.
look at that. Look at the majesty. It's beautiful.
Why
Trickeration.
did this shit have to pull some Lord of the Rings shit to where, like, it had a good... The one song that I like was the end song when the salon ladies move and everybody does that.
Barrio Fiesta, or
Loved
whatever
it.
it's called. Yeah.
Loved it. Very festive. I'm like, okay, if this whole movie was that, maybe I could have gotten down with
You
it.
like showstoppers. You want all showstoppers.
I want all showstoppers.
Well, I think that
all showstoppers.
I think that
all berries. No Captain Crunch. All berries.
You want all not
all
mushrooms,
marshmallows. All marshmallows.
I think that usually whenever you have a musical like this, right, you want two showstoppers. You want the you want the opening number to be the
problem,
showstopper.
TJ. That's the problem. That's the problem. Someone needs to make a
You're
musical.
selfish.
Hey,
You're selfish,
listen,
Tommy.
JJ. Someone needs to make a musical. All showstopper, TJ. All showstopper. All highlights.
You can't.
Nothing but in numbers.
That's
The
Hamilton,
whole
technically.
movie. Hamilton shit.
That's a lot of blowjobs, man.
Right. Yes.
Never
That's the
been
thing,
done,
Tommy.
JJ.
That's the thing, Tommy. You want to come time and time again. You don't want no buildup.
No,
you don't
I
want no foreplay.
No foreplay.
Ladies, take
All
note.
orgasm.
Ladies, take
Let's
note.
go.
We'll cut back to that with our Batman topic. All right, but
Hey,
But look,
cut back to that with the Batman topic. But.
time wise, colorism.
Right.
They ain't no dark skins in here.
No,
That's a
no.
problem. That's
That's
big
and that was what
problem.
I want to focus on in this shot here. You see lots of black folk. They exist.
is that Mexican flag back there?
So shut up, shut up. So in the final scene, the Barrio Carnaval or whatever, they're like, look at all of us represented equally. The whole movie's about Dominicans. Now, this is the part where I'm gonna get mad, and what's gonna happen is because we just had to talk about this colorism on our Más o menos Mexicanos podcast. So we've already discussed that I'm in the wrong, and colorism is a
see that
serious thing
episode.
in Latino culture. Colorism is
As
just a
in
huge thing,
black
as it is in
culture
black
as well,
culture.
yeah.
So in this one, the upbringing in me is like, this movie's about Dominicans, okay? Okay, period.
Right.
It's about going back to the Dominican Republic. There's like 5 of them in the U.S. comparatively to Mexicans. But they get a whole movie. Be happy. That's kind of how I feel. But the thing is like, you want to demand more of Hollywood, of your culture, of your people. And the big thing that's going on right now is that Lin-Manuel Miranda is taking a lot of heat because there is no or very few leading actors that are black other than one of the main co-stars, and he's
Almost
it.
token. Yeah.
I'm also still on that whole wave of like, I get it. There's a lot of categorizations of Hispanic, but hey, man, every movie's a win for y'all. All right.
Right.
Same with black
And
people.
see, and look, I didn't mention that. I was looking at it as a movie, but yeah, as an achievement of cinema, I can give it that credit.
Right. You
That's
have
all
to.
the fuck I can give.
Exactly.
That is it.
That's all I need you to. All right, we good.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
but
No,
like,
I absolutely
see-
give it that. I just think oh God, man.
But see, look, it's a Tony-winning
Deserves
musical
more.
made more. Lin-Manuel Miranda, a Broadway name for half a decade before Hamilton debuted, depicts a struggling but vibrant neighborhood on Manhattan's Upper West Side. While the film celebrated Washington Heights, is easy to come away from thinking that the community is entirely made of mostly light-skinned Latinx migrants and immigrants, though a large portion of the neighborhood's real-life population is black Latinx. In a movie, all but one of the main cast members are light-skinned, and many viewers immediately notice what seemed to be erasure of the black Latinx community. So I think what sucks about this situation is that because they chose a specific part of New York, there is enough people in that area to be like, that's fucking wrong. That's like making a show about Fresno and literally making it all black people.
Well, granted, Atlanta doesn't have many white people in it.
Right. No, but to be fair, like Fresno is majority Hispanic and then kind of like white.
Right.
If they made it like all black people, it would make no sense because it's like there's literally a small percentage of it. So in this case, they're Dominicans and they're Puerto Ricans. They're black, Latinx. Yeah. They're black. And Hispanic and Latin, whatever you want to call them.
Cuban.
That's just what they're built as, right? A lot of them don't claim it, going back to our own colorism. But that's what puts us at a disadvantage. My problem altogether, and me and Marcos have gone at it a bunch, is that you gotta take what you could get, man, sometimes. And I know that they didn't get it.
But they got something.
But they got their flag on a major motion picture, on a major streaming service, as the focal point of a mass media piece of art, right?
We shouldn't demand more.
No, I'm
oh, go ahead.
So
I'll let you.
I'm gonna do a little bit of a bridge here because I'm in between where you're at and where I think Marco might be where at. But
it's hard. No, it's hard. You can get yourself in hot water misspeaking. Yeah. And believe me, I've been in that water before. It's not that I don't want these people to be black. I would like that.
It's such an integral part of the fucking culture, Sammy.
But my thing is, for Lin-Manuel Miranda, is you can't be perfect. And I'm not saying he needs to be, and I'm not saying he shouldn't try to be. Apparently, he had this backlash on the play years ago. Like, the play had the same kind of thing where the lead's there. But I think it's a net win, and you have to take the net wins over just shitting on them, because otherwise the risk won't be taken ever again. That's what I fear.
No. If it makes money, the risk will be taken. If it doesn't, then it's not.
I'm in the
bottom line.
I'm in the camp of, but like I was saying, I'm a little more in between.
Okay.
The perspective of, hey, you know what? I mean, shit, I'm unapologetically dark-skinned nigga.
He said it. I didn't.
I really, seeing dark-skinned people is super important to me. I like it's all about getting more representation on skin and acting like this ain't bad. Shit, this has been in for as long as I've been an adult. Fun fact. So I know it's there.
Fuck a light skinned motherfucker.
But on the inverse,
sorry, Keith.
But on the inverse, I think that sometimes, and this is coming from a dark skinned person, I get it. But I also think sometimes we go too ham in terms of like, hey, at the end of the day, like when another culture looks at us, they really do paint us in the same picture. And I know that it's like, yo, light skin safer, dark skin worse, right?
Right, we'll die before a light skin.
But when it comes to the Latinx community and representation in films, and like Sammy was saying, where you ain't got a person who's a drug member, you ain't got none of that.
Yeah.
I think that all of those levels are super important.
That means something.
And it shouldn't. Yeah. And what's the problem is the colorism argument is overshadowing that aspect versus going alongside it.
Right.
Where now we're like, hey, colorism is the dominating problem. Nothing else matters in this film. Trash.
It's totally overshadowed this movie.
That half of the people are speaking a mixture of English and Spanish and going back and forth.
No subtitles.
Without no subtitles.
No subtitles.
Figure it out, folks.
No, I like that though.
Right.
Because that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And so that's the problem. I think that whenever
they just wasn't singing. But go ahead.
That's the fundamental problem though. Like whenever you do something like that, you're losing sight of the true value of this film, of being like, hey, at the end of the day, I still, at least with my eyes, I'm like, I said to you earlier, there's still not a person on this screen who I could not identify was Latinx and or from that region. Like, I'm like, hey, I was just like, damn, they really chose a lot of Puerto Ricans. But they really chose a lot of Puerto Ricans.
But it's not like it was Shia LaBeouf out here dancing.
No, it's not. You don't have a white person acting like act like they're
Is there a
Hispanic.
white person in this movie?
And then you also like
the bad gentrifiers, yes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
and of course you can still like and anybody can say like, hey, like and it's a balancing act of like kind of making sure you have names in there versus things, and that's a fundamental issue in terms of the casting. You could bring a no name and it'd still be a star.
Right.
But all of those things are like, hey, at the end of the day, I've only ever heard, like, at least for a little bit while, I've only been hearing about the colorism aspect, and not because I went into this movie blind, and not the fact that this is filled to the brim with Latinx people, and that's a problem.
Let me tell you something. I feel terrible now. A little bit. Not
Good.
No,
You deserve
shut
it.
the fuck up, Sammy. No, not a lot, because this movie's still fucking horrible. But that aspect, the fact it was a bad movie, it overshadowed that with me. But really, yeah, reading the articles today about the whole colorism thing, it did. It knocked it down even farther for me. I'm like, man, really fuck this movie then. Fuck everything about it. But sitting here listening to you talk about it, like, damn, yeah, he's right. Like,
dude, I would.
This is a fucking achievement.
Don't be a crab,
and
but
it's
help.
a terrible musical. If they just took the music out, it would have been an okay movie. But yeah, no, just the fact that I just dislike this movie just from,
a fundamental, and that's perfectly fine.
Yes, a standpoint. But yeah, that's an achievement, and yeah, I apologize for not acknowledging that because
it's just one of
it
those things.
absolutely is.
Where it's
wish it was
so
a better movie.
important that we get representation in the door, because look, it took all of them. I hate putting it like this, but it took all of them goddamn Tyler Perry, light skin saving niggas before we got a Black Panther. And I get it. It sucks to say.
Yeah.
But more representation leads to more representation leads to more representation.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we are arguing over the colorism aspect is taking away the support this movie could be having in order to encourage more sort of adoption of Latinx communities. And that's a problem. That's a real problem, because I would do the same thing if this is a scenario where it was light-skinned niggas dancing about black issues. Now, in the case of light-skinned niggas, usually there's some mixing. And
I kind of want to see that, though. I kind of want to see that, though. I want to see, like, this
What?
equivalent in, like, Chicago. Wait, is it? No, it's not Chicago.
See, look, can I throw one out there?
That's about other things. It's about
we
murder.
the thing you like about this movie is it's a classic musical with the whole
with the
Dominican
it
flair.
does
and
the execution of a classic musical, and it's just like, hey, and it is something that and it's the same way I feel about black movies too.
Yeah.
The reason I liked Uncorked.
Love
Scenario where I'm like, could have put a white person in here, would have still hit the
movie. So great. One of my favorites last year was Sylvie's Love, which is basically an old 1960s love story with two black people. Like, what the fuck is that?
Why?
But because I want to end on a light note.
What did you do?
I want to end on a light note, okay? Because at the end of the day, black folk were a part of this production.
Yeah.
Latinx people were part of this production. Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican specifically.
It's a win for the community.
I want to say once again, net win.
Okay.
The more net wins we get, the more times we have to get it right, is my point.
No, look, what you're both saying is absolutely correct.
Right.
But, Sammy, the aspect you are forgetting, and I hate to do it, but I have to do it, what is the bottom line? How much money is this fucking movie made? Apparently,
we'll see.
Not enough.
We'll see on home theater.
But it's also because, look,
I don't know if they're giving it a COVID
let's not
curve.
act like controversy.
Yeah, it's also released mid-COVID.
Because,
Sure.
like, look, as strong and as passionate as someone, like, I mean, all of us are to various degrees, right? But as strong as passionate as people are about how race is being depicted and how it's becoming more and more prevalent to understand that there needs to be diversity, controversy where you tell me a film isn't properly representing a community, I'm going to be like, why would I support that?
Right.
But
it's fucked up when you really think about it.
It's really fucked.
Yeah.
Because on the inverse, if you tell me, hey, the color is not, but this is still one of the biggest representations of Latinx I've had in the last fucking foreseeable future.
Look, I shit on this movie. I
Yes, you
can't
do.
stand it because I do not like musicals so much. But shit got like, what, a 98, 96% on Rotten Tomatoes?
It's very high.
The general consensus in 95% audience, so the general consensus is people like this movie. That shit needs to go to the bank, Sammy. All that needs to go to the Black Panther made more money than Infinity War in the end.
But here's the problem.
You see
And here's the strategic.
Soul won an Oscar.
No, but here's the strategic thing that they didn't think of.
Yeah.
Which this might actually. Which is, and this is me being a hater. There's like 7 Dominicans. They don't go see movies. Mexicans are the biggest population for moviegoers.
Which I told you.
I know that. Yeah.
Did I not say, Sammy?
Yeah,
no.
We watched like percentage.
Fuck this movie. Fuck it. Sammy, look at me.
Not
Look at me.
I'm looking at you.
Fuck this movie.
We're not doing that. We're not fucking this movie. We need it.
No.
The Dominicans need to walk so the Mexicans can run. Even though we did that in McFarland, USA. Good movie. Check it out.
I'm from LaGrange, Texas. Half the population's Mexican.
That's too far from Dominica.
Are Mexican.
Dominica.
No, I have love for Mexican people. I want to see their version of this. Well, people will see it. Well, it'll be good, I'm sure.
But I also...
That's what I want to see.
I don't like that lens.
I don't like it either. It's just my selfish nature.
Yeah, like
it's something I hate about myself.
And it's something I always bat on you for it because I'm like coming from someone who is the truest definition of African fucking American you can get.
Literally. Again, I come from slaves.
Yeah.
And it was his fault. It was his fault.
Yeah. No.
Hey man, just because my family dodged the boat don't mean shit.
No, you were the smart one.
No,
you did good.
Excuse me. They weren't the ones that dodged them. They built them.
Yeah,
and then shipped their own.
You don't know where he came from.
Hey, shit,
Zimbabwe. I'll look up Zimbabwe.
Hey, you don't remember history. Fuck the fuck up. But
is Zimbabwe coastal?
But I've always said that's a problem with that lens because
it is a problem.
Because the important part is because you think the thing is every black person is the first person to call out whether this is some African shit, some black shit, or whatever mix and variation
some
is.
White shit.
Just like how you do that. But whenever white people see us, it's just Hispanic and black. Yeah. And so we need to make sure that our media and support our media like they're seeing it is Hispanic or black. It's why Wakanda is a hodgepodge of fucking all African cultures, and they just mix that shit up. And that's why we like that. And that's why anybody's applicable to that. And so I do think that there needs to be more, and that's something I do want from
and I think the problem is that Washington Heights in this situation is a real place.
Yeah.
And it's not Wakanda. Because if they made like Aztlan, where it was like all the Mexicans and everybody was brown and everybody was every different thing, that's great. But Washington Heights is a real place with real black folk, and they
and a lot of other.
Yeah. Well, Filipinos are also mad at her earlier today, but. Yeah. But who cares about that? I'm kidding, Filipinos. I love you, Felix.
Here's my thing. Like, I get what you're saying, Sammy. Like, I'm not trying to pit one culture against it. Look, let's see a version of this that's good of every, Latin culture. Let's get in South America. Let's get in Central America. Let's get into Mexico. What the fuck ever. Doesn't matter. I say Mexican because that's a good chunk of our population. Mexicans make America.
You want to talk about money?
Texas is a big part of America.
You want to talk about money? Like I said,
the important places y'all are at.
You want to make money? Everybody, producers, Netflix, everybody,
everywhere.
Put money into the Selena movie or TV show and don't give them shitty wigs, and that makes you $1 billion. But guess what? You cheaped out because you thought we were gonna watch some bullshit, and we didn't. Guess what? Japan's getting a lot of money from us. You know why? Because Mexicans love anime. It's a real thing, not just JJ.
I got into anime recently.
I just saw a TikTok.
DJ likes anime.
It's a whole TikTok about his old Hispanic man, probably like 45, and he's like, this daughter was like, Dad, I think Naruto can beat Goku. And he's like, no mames, nobody can beat Goku. Like, super hardcore Mexican guy. And guess what? Japan's getting all our sweet, sweet dollars because it appeals to them, strangely enough.
I
it's
guess
us.
It's just me, man. Like I said.
I think we're Saiyans.
I think we're Saiyans. I think that's what it is. Our home planet was blown up by an invading force.
Well, actually, the fundamental thing is that the reason why a lot of people like Dragon Ball Z is because Goku inherently is a lesser class person, and the struggle of him rising to be the best is something that we can relate to. Yeah, it's a lot of relation to.
Also,
sorry, Tommy, go, please.
But let me wrap this up.
Oh, goddamn.
Because here's the thing. I can squash all of this. Also, this is enough for a full review. But the other part is, it could have been all white. They could have been like, you know what, Lin Man, we're buying the rights.
That's why I said no.
We're buying the rights, and we're making it La La Land colored, and just putting. And let me introduce you to In the Whites, as they called it.
$96,000. Holla.
$96,000. That's a lot of spray cans.
Yo, If I won the lotto tomorrow, well, I know I wouldn't bother going on no spending spree. I'd pick a business school.
Oh God, this is the worst thing.
Businessman richer than Nina's
This
daddy.
is worse than this is worse than the movie. I give you that.
Yo, 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 yo. Teach them about gentrification.
Who the fuck signed off on this? Oh my God, this is the worst part.
No one is singing on key.
No one's dancing.
No one's dancing in
sync.
order.
Yeah.
That kid's half black for sure. That's a half white, half black kid.
Oh,
that
he's
is
some
not
ethnicity.
No.
He's Ustavi,
No, he is not Dominican. He's not Puerto Rican. That is an almost white guy. I would say he's 3/4 white, but he has a little something in him.
Oh, some white. It's a lot of white.
A lot of white. I would say 3/4 white and a little something in him.
That's it. The little something. We
right.
don't know what it is.
We don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Could be black. I think it's black.
They don't know what it is.
I'll bet on black.
They
It could be
don't
Mexican.
care.
Could be Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
But they gave him the lead and the hat.
Of course. Who else would you have got? Sammy? The dude on the right?
This guy right here.
The dude in the blue
That
tank
guy's
top?
getting down. Look at that guy. He's shaking his ass like nobody's business. Look at that guy. Look at him go.
Oh, come on.
Look at it. He's into it. I like that guy.
So what is this play?
This is in the Heights, but
I didn't
high
ask,
school production.
I didn't ask questions about it when I saw it. I literally just told you, what do I need? Whose ass do I got to beat to erase this from existence?
Oh, was that your first time seeing that?
No, that's my second.
Second time. I put this in the group
But
chat.
I literally
I know,
like.
that's what I saw.
I had a moment like I think right after I saw it where like I zenned out and deleted it from my brain because I said I can't have that.
He's like, I don't need this information in my brain. I just like the fact that he's like, yo, gentrification. Listen to this.
Yo, yo. Teach them about gentrification.
He can barely say gentrification. That poor boy has never even heard that word prior to this.
No.
So thank you, Lin-Manuel Miranda, for teaching the
For
world
doing that.
about gentrification.
He's responsible for that.
Which is
Thank
why
you,
I
Lin,
say
man.
just
Look.
having this be accurate.
You don't have to like this movie. Just go out and pay to see it. Like I said, I want more of that shit because fuck, like I said, I've grown up with Mexicans my whole life, so I know the whole family dynamic and all that shit, and that's a part of my childhood. I want to see that represented. I don't think we've seen that represented without a fucking cartel being involved.
Exactly. Which
That's what I'm
is why
saying.
Netwin will do better. Black
Because they're
Black
gonna
X.
look, I'm sorry. I may be cynical as fuck, but they're gonna look at this as all of Latin America. Yeah, that's it. Any American that's Latin, y'all all bunched in together to them. You're just brown.
And I mean,
There you go. So yeah,
And I
it's
mean-
got to be successful for the cause.
the whole thing is like
But I hate it.
I'm with you. I think that one thing that and even Sammy knows, like, I've taken classes on Hispanic American culture, like
Chicano studies, we used to call it. It might even be Latinx studies now. Who knows?
Probably.
But the whole point is the reason why it's so important to me is because in terms of cultures that I've been able to identify during my time in Texas, ever since I've been growing up, it's a lot easier to vibe with the Hispanic background, seeing that grow up, like being at the prominent influence versus trying to be like, hey, like let me vibe with a lot of the white and country influences. All of those things have, kind of made me understand and are parts of me, right? But I think that it's so important for all minorities. Like I said, we need to be working together and needing these things to win so we can enable more things like this.
Right.
The same way that I'm going to get crunk over Black Panther, shit, they don't even got an option. So-
Mexican Namor, I'm gonna be there for y'all.
I'm fucking with it.
Yeah.
Hey, also, Hispanic Last of Us.
That's true. Also,
Yeah.
also, if it has to happen, Tommy, I will admit, I want Wakanda to blow up if it means Atlantis wins and they're all Mexican.
I don't like that,
I will
though.
fight
I don't like
for
that.
Atlantan dominance.
My thing is, the reason I do this show, Sammy, we need to really bring that black and brown connection
I'm just
together.
saying.
It scares white people.
I know it does. Imagine if I was say Atlanta and Wakanda. That's the same thing. If Wakanda and Atlantis,
I'm about to say Atlanta and San Antonio, maybe. But yeah, no.
is that the equivalent?
I think so.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
L.A. probably more than San Antonio.
Yeah,
but
true.
so if L.A.
Atlanta.
and Atlanta, Wakanda.
Hey, right?
That actually technically. The electoral college that worked out that way, Georgia and California. So
Yeah.
we'll take it. We're done, guys. That's it for this one.
That took a lot of time.
We did not give our numbers. What do you give it?
I give it.
Is this a review? So are we not reviewing this?
We did this shit for this long.
Yeah,
give a number.
We're an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, TJ, for the hour you saw.
7. It's the most average I could give.
JJ,
Since I don't like musicals, I would give it a 5.
Okay.
-3. Let's move on.
Hey, keep it going.
And I am not
We're gonna move on.
standing down from that. Yeah,
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to something that Tommy just admitted, that he's a selfish lover. But
What?
what you said it
You
earlier.
don't like musicals.
You
No,
don't
wait,
like
I
music-
said that.
Does that mean I'm a selfish lover? Is that
Yeah,
like
you
on
said,
a
you
survey?
you said something about something earlier. It's a callback to something you said earlier.
Something you completely forgot.
Mostly
Really?
because I wanted to bring it back to the point, which is one of your heroes. He's a selfish lover.
Who's my hero?
I'm assuming Batman. You're a comic book man.
More of a Daredevil guy, but Batman's my second favorite.
Okay, so your second favorite,
Right.
canonically, doesn't eat pussy, DC says.
Where does this come from?
All right,
I've been
so-
seeing memes all day, and I have no clue what the fuck this is about.
The TLDR is
Yeah.
Harley Quinn, the show on is HBO also?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic fucking show.
Right.
Awesome.
Yes.
Ron Funches as King Shark is
He's
amazing.
amazing.
I love him. He's one of my favorite comedians nowadays. They test the limits of what those characters can do.
Yes.
Vulgar, make love to
I
each
did see
other.
a headline about this. I didn't know this was connected.
Right.
Okay.
So the writers of the show had a joke where Batman was eating out Catwoman and they were interrupted or whatever.
amazing.
And hijinks ensued.
Right.
But DC heard the pitch of that and were like, hey, heroes don't do that.
No. Specifically.
Legends do.
Was it? Legend? Kings do. Yes. But they go, heroes don't do that. So their heroes gallery, they have very strict rules. Because
Especially
children,
the Batmans and the Supermans
because children
might stumble
like
across
those things.
this, yeah.
Children don't know too much about King Shark. Like, not supposed to anyway.
Right.
They'll watch the new Suicide Squad. They'll watch the HBO show, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Harley Quinn can take it up the butt because she's a villain.
Whoa.
I bet you they wouldn't mind if she did it. Or had a lesbian sex scene with Poison Ivy.
I'd almost argue they
not
might have mentioned it in
hentai.
the show. I'd be like,
Yeah. The show gets vulgar enough. I've seen episodes of it.
Phenomenal show.
It is a great show.
Yeah.
But it's adult centered.
Yo, very
and
much
adult
so. A lot of
written.
F-bombs.
A lot of F-bombs.
Yeah.
So children are not supposed to do that. But they don't want like canonical DC produced animation of
Yeah.
even implication that Batman's eating pussy. So the joke has
It's not a lot of
become
that in the show, granted.
the joke
Yeah.
becomes then that Batman cannot and does refuse to eat pussy.
So this is in canon.
So DC
Yeah.
never allowing him to eat pussy is canon.
Oh, that's great.
Because DC the brand
Right.
will never allow that
Oh,
to happen
Catwoman's cheating
in
on
any
him for
form of
sure.
media.
y'all
Yeah.
might not like my answer, but the nigga's the richest nigga ever. So I mean, come on, like
He ain't lying.
I don't agree with it.
But he doesn't have to.
I mean, but he don't have to.
It's for the love of the game. You don't
It
do
is
it
for the
just to
love.
do
You
it.
do it 'cause you love
but
it.
once again, you don't have Batman money.
I don't give a fuck. I could be a billionaire. Still
And now is the part of the conversation that someone put this on Twitter where it's like,
Yeah.
now is the part of the conversation where all the men get to say how much they love eating pussy. Because
great.
it ends up being a brag.
it is fun.
I can tell you this much. I like it more than Batman, evidently.
Apparently. Well, no, Batman might love it. It might just be the forbidden fruit for him.
If that's his
That's the
forbidden
one
fruit,
line he won't cross.
That's where the
Shooting
line is.
people, eating pussy.
It's like I can't.
I have two rules,
that's where the
Catwoman.
bar
I won't
is.
kill, and I won't do anything down there.
I live my life by these.
I want that in bubbles. I want that in a word bubble so badly.
We
now.
can't become like them. Or else we become them. And then the Joker's
know
like,
that-
I love pussy.
Ass too. Joke is definitely an ass eater.
Joker.
No
That's
doubt
the like,
about it.
yeah, 100%.
God.
But no, I mean,
Nothing
Riddler?
wrong with it.
Riddler the Diddler.
Riddler's into butt stuff.
I think it's
yeah.
weird. I think it's weird that's the line they don't want to cross with their comic book characters, just because.
Okay, spooky guys on the loose.
But
It was like a blue warning, like don't stay
Oh.
inside your homes. People are getting murdered.
Oh, it's a purge situation.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're fine.
Cool.
nigga, we
Power
fine.
power will go up. Oh, what?
No, not now.
Okay, I'm about to say no.
I don't have to go.
Someone's on the run. Point being, the point you were doing.
What I was saying was, it's weird that that's the line, just because, especially with the other, like, You could kill a nigga, but you can't eat.
They show Batman's dick in a comic.
Like I'm just like, there's a lot.
Do they really?
Yes.
I'm gonna Google that.
It's also
Batman
like-
damned.
That's the thing I need to
Like
look
if you,
at.
like,
Actually,
it's
the
not
funny-
like.
Okay, I don't want to find real
I'm
person's
sorry.
dick.
The funny thing, that's exactly
Yeah,
what's
that
gonna
would have been
happen.
cosplay dick. And that would have been not what I was seeking.
No, they redid it. So it's only in a few issues. So if you have that issue, it might be worth something one day. But they redid it and it's out. But
I mean, for Christ's sakes.
somebody put it in there. It's in like a silhouette, and you could.
Oh, it's a. I think I did see that.
Yeah.
that,
Do
that
kids
article.
read like
No, these
like
are graphic novels.
Because I'd be
DC
like,
Black Label. I don't know. I don't think they should.
But I mean, there was another one too of something that was inappropriate. What was it? I lost it. But this has introduced. What's up?
Was it Batman? Did he impregnate Barbara Gordon in the?
No, he just had sex with her for no reason. That was something new they
That
added.
was also. So they allowed that shit, but they won't allow this. That was way cringier.
the amount of
than
comedic
this.
gold that comes from Catwoman being eaten out. There's so
much
many
there.
jokes you
So
can
much
make
there.
from that.
I mean, and then the big joke the internet has been making
That
is that
made him look like a creeper.
Right.
But you don't want him to be Batman. Just let him eat pussy.
It's like he was grooming
Literally.
her.
Yeah, right.
right.
Literally Batgirl.
Right, but the thing is that so now we found our real villain, which is Batman. But the internet's so fucking dumb
Right.
that we found our new champion. Can you take a guess to what '80s hero is our new champion in regards to this subject, eating the
Ho, ho,
cat,
ho.
if you will?
Oh, eating cats.
Oh.
Alf. Fucking Alf. Alf is our new champion apparently on the internet because Alf will eat the pussy.
Always.
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 It's his preference.
He loves it.
He prefers it.
He does.
So, gentlemen, don't be like Batman. Be like don't be like the Joker. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, please don't
Not,
be like the
not
Joker.
thinking about what kind of sex deviant
We
the
don't need
Joker
that.
is.
Oh, God. I
Like,
don't
not like
wanna
Heath
know.
Ledger's Joker. I'm talking about like Mark Hamill's cartoon Joker.
Yeah, no, we don't want to even get into what Heath Ledger's Joker is.
I want
Heath Ledger's Joker, like
Thinking Cesar Romero. What was his joke?
Cesar Romero. Cesar Romero was with the person who like wants to see a woman smoke naked.
Yeah.
That's what he was
Foot
into.
stuff.
See,
I see him in the foot stuff. Yeah.
I-
Baths, like soaks,
Yeah, weird.
and cigarettes. He has a
Don't kink
cigarette
shame
there.
I
here,
know
but
that's
yeah,
all guys'
something real
Joker,
specific.
but I still say it. I think I've said it before on the show. The Batman, the dreadlock. Pretty sure he's black.
Oh, Black Joker? Yeah.
He definitely part of that vibe. That motherfucker was crazy.
Have you not seen Dreadlock Joker?
No.
It's which one is it? Batman.
The Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it's the. No, it's not. Is it not the? It's the
Oh, I
other one.
have
Yeah,
seen.
it's the Batman. That nigga
I didn't
crazy.
consider those dreadlocks, but yeah, okay.
Oh no, I mean like okay. In my head, I always remember it as dreadlock.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I mean, in the
They're
Batman,
dready.
That
that motherfucker crazy.
That yeah.
You look at his art. Like, that
Yeah, look
could
at his
be
eyes.
Crazy.
I
don't
mean,
wanna know what the
with those
fuck he's
teeth, those little
into.
dangerous down there. So he's got to
Oh,
keep it
no.
clean.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you hear his voice, I'm like
It's-
that guy.
Three jokers. Technically, it's three jokers.
Jack Nicholson. What was Jack Nicholson Joker's sex pervert
feel-
fetish?
Real sophisticated shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like him and Tony Montana would have a lot in common.
Yeah,
when it
like
comes
they
to
would
that.
just love snorting drugs off of
most
a nude body.
Definitely,
Right.
drugs would be involved. Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street when Leonardo DiCaprio blows the coke into the prostitute's anus. I'm trying to be real,
Didn't see that movie, but all right. Spoiler alert.
real PC. But yeah, that's what I see Jack Nicholson's Joker being into.
That's 80s era.
gotta
That's
see
80s
that,
era
right?
Quaaluded out Joker.
Oh, he definitely was taking lewd.
Absolutely. By the way, keys in the chat real quick. It's on another hero that can't say the words that they want to. Marvel also specifically told Insomniac, the video game for Sony, that Spider-Man couldn't say balls.
I think that's stupid, but they're also. I mean, it's Marvel. They got money.
Yeah, Spider-Man. Again, Spider-Man and Batman. Those properties,
Right.
can't mess around with those
But
too
see,
much,
I
you
think
know?
that it's a little different because Spider-Man. It's not that Spider-Man doesn't go to dark places like when he's like, but Spider-Man.
dark as
He's
fuck.
a teenager.
Yeah, but
Teenagers
smart-
say balls all the time.
But Spider-Man like floats through ages a lot more than Batman does, and so I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, like I can understand some contact. In the Insomniac game, motherfucker's grown. He can say balls if he wants. to.
Right.
Yeah, he's
but,
an adult.
But with Batman, nigga is universally an adult. So I'm just like, yo, there should not be an issue, question, comment, or concern. If you can kill a nigga, you should be able to also.
But he
be
doesn't
shown-
kill people.
In the movies,
I mean, he
does.
violence the fuck out of them.
Bro,
The
I don't
nigga-
care.
he
what
might make vegetables
He
and
dropped the
paraplegics.
dude on his neck.
Bro, the trailer of the new Batman movie, he punched the. I was like,
He
that,
didn't stop
killed,
punching.
He killed somebody.
It's armor in those gloves. That shit hurts.
Bro, I don't kill people, but I will paralyze them from the neck
effects.
down.
Hey, look, those sound effects got real squishy real quick.
Yeah,
so I don't know what happened.
Very crunchy.
Yeah.
Okay, he's just super knocked out right now. He's not dead. I don't cross that line.
He's like, they're not dead if I don't see them die.
They're not dead the moment I'm done with them.
Yeah.
If they die,
That happens a lot. Don't worry.
My thing is like Batman.
I give them an adjustment and they just get really sleepy. That's it. That's all that happens.
and then all of a sudden, I just think of Rick James. I think I'm bleeding from my chest.
Like, do you check on these motherfuckers in the hospital, Batman? Do you know if they've made it?
Right.
Because you fucked them up.
What was the guy in even The Dark Knight where he dropped him and broke his legs? And he had a cane and everything?
Pretty
Yes.
sure Arkham City, you have a car so you can hit people.
Right.
That's
Arkham
killing
Knight,
a person.
Particular, no, it's manslaughter. Let's get it right. It's murder.
Bad.
I think he's okay with manslaughter.
Well, I mean,
car
the
has
fucking
guns.
and Superman
Only to pop
versus-
tires,
Batman
JJ.
versus Superman, motherfucker had a cannon attached to the Batmobile, blew a hole through a semi. I think ran over, drove over people from like did a jump, and then just whipped
It
through.
rolled over an SUV like 3 times.
Yeah, like he
See-
did damage.
See, this is why. And
Americans
maybe,
are fucked up.
And maybe
Batman's
maybe
the
this
number
isn't a
one
good
superhero
example,
in
right?
America.
But man, this is because I already have a issue with Batman properties and everything. But this is why I fuck Marvel. See, this even in the movie,
Yeah.
Black Widow straight up like, "Hey, we'll kill you." I was like, "Yeah, okay, cool. Just say it. Like, say you killing niggas."
That's my favorite.
And Peter Quill definitely ate that green alien's pussy.
Look, he loves it.
Oh,
He'll
yeah.
tell you.
Oh,
He'll
yeah.
tell you himself.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
look, this is why my favorite dynamic. This is what Batman needs a Punisher. This is why Daredevil beats Batman in my book. He has a Punisher. I love the dynamic between Daredevil and
You don't think
Punisher.
that he wasn't all up in Rosario Dawson during the TV show? Daredevil.
Damn, I mean, I feel like Rosario.
No, but I'm saying like he was eating pussy.
Of course.
That's not what he was mentioning.
I'm just talking
No,
about.
well,
I just thought
yeah.
about Rosario Dawson. I thought about it. I'm sorry.
I love Rosario Dawson.
That was
If we can,
not my
if you want
fault.
to talk about Rosario Dawson, we can talk about Rosario Dawson.
I
Because do love
mean,
Rosario
I got
Dawson.
Google.
She's amazing.
Type. But anyway,
Yeah.
Daredevil. I don't care about Daredevil. It's fine.
Right. Yeah, but no. Like Punisher is sort of the opposite of Daredevil. Same coin, two different sides. But it's the dynamic. Daredevil doesn't kill people just like Batman doesn't. But Punisher's like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, no, I'm putting them down. That's how you get rid of them.
They
You
try and do
dumb
that with,
motherfucker. Yeah, like-
Red Hood, not Red,
Red-
Hood.
yeah, Red Hood.
Or Damien or
No,
whatever.
no.
That
oh,
too.
Red Hood, yeah.
like,
I
they
do
try-
love Red Hood, though.
But
Yeah.
it's not the same
It's
in
not
terms
at
of like
all.
because the problem with Batman is, and I think they should have established it from jump, right?
Yeah.
Like a character that was similar, same but different.
Yeah.
You know, nigga who be like not trying to turn one of his sidekicks into one of the nah, that ain't gonna work to me at the very least. It doesn't have a compelling argument. It's why
I like Red Hood more than I like Batman, I think, actually.
But I'm sorry.
heroes don't eat pussy.
I just can't. I'm gonna read
That's
that.
why.
Let me read that back. Batman
I know Red
doesn't
Hood
eat
eats
pussy
pussy.
because heroes don't do that
Red
according
Hood
to
Hey,
people.
came.
bro,
Look, hey.
I'm gonna try to meet any girl I meet. Like, be like, I'm sorry, I'm a hero.
Is that gonna be the excuse for guys who don't eat pussy? It's like I'm a hero.
do they
I'm sorry.
exist?
This mouth is for saving.
They're falling by the wayside by a moment. I feel like I'm falling by the wayside because I don't eat the booty
I
like
feel like
those
we
fruits.
graduated to, yeah, I was about to say we
Didn't
graduated
DJ
to
Khaled get some
DJ Khaled
heat
absolutely
for-
refuses to,
Yeah.
and everyone hates him because of it.
Yeah, I noticed.
He could have been
the
jolly
backlash.
and fun, but he
People
said
seem to
no.
have liked them before.
I'm DJ Khaled. I don't eat the vagina.
music ain't
and
great,
then
but,
that's
you
it.
know.
Hey, unfortunately, I cannot hate on DJ Khaled for what he's done for the culture, but I can judge him for that.
You can't judge him. You need to. You
What
need to
culture?
judge him.
He has really put black. I mean, he's done a really good
He's
job.
not black.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh,
He's getting an honorary plaque.
no, I'm saying what
He
he's
could say
done
he-
for the culture. He's enabled
he could
a
say
lot
nigga.
of black.
Oh, he has.
Yeah,
He's
he's
done- he has.
enabled
He's
a
put
lot of
some-
black
he
people.
has.
Right.
yeah, no, he gets
But-
the pass. Him and Paul Wall, they get past.
Paul Wall.
Paul Wall
Is DJ Khaled?
Actually, here it is. There's
He
the clip.
is-
The clip is
oh,
here.
He's Middle Eastern, yeah.
A woman should praise the man, you know, the king. You know, if you holding it down for your woman, I feel like.
And no, this is not me. Shut up.
And the man should
Could be.
praise the queen, but you know,
Could be brothers.
My way of praising is called. How was dinner? You like the house you living in. You like all them clothes you getting. I'm taking care of your family. I'm taking care of my family. You know, putting in the work.
So you saying
Like,
you don't go down?
Nah, never.
All of that to say you don't go down? Come on.
Say you a chump.
I thought that's what holds you down.
Look,
was
man,
about.
all I'm saying is I've never seen DJ Khaled and Batman at the same place at the same time.
You said Bruce Wayne? I don't think. I don't think.
And is Assad his new baby? is he Robin? That's just how embarrassing, guys. The ladies have been sacrificing for years.
Just don't know why you wouldn't want to.
Rise to the occasion.
I get having phases where you're like, hey,
I don't get it.
Not been in the mood.
Maybe
for like
not tonight.
Yeah, like maybe not. Like maybe
Nah.
not.
No, ladies can see I'm not in the mood tonight. You don't want to just be blah in their face when they don't want it.
Well, if she doesn't want it, then
No, that's what I'm saying. No, they
need
have
to
their
be
days where
with
like I
her.
don't want to do it. But guys, that is worse than what we're doing. Sucking dick is worse than eating pussy.
I
You would
agree.
only know that from personal experience.
think so.
One assumes. I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
I would assume too.
I would make that assumption
like
and
I
be
would
like,
ass-
hey, at least
I feel
nothing is attacking me.
I feel like what we do is easier.
yeah.
I feel
The only risk is that you could die, but suffocation. But that's only if you're
You have
doing
a
it
Kirk
right.
Douglas type Michael Douglas type situation.
Exactly.
But
Michael
that's long
Douglas.
term.
Michael Douglas
That's decades and decades.
got
of
throat cancer.
from eating pussy.
Allegedly. We don't know. But if
The
that
doctor said
but
so.
if
Yeah,
did you not hear that? Did you not hear that? It was Michael Douglas, right?
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas.
And I hope he's doing well. I love Michael Douglas.
He's
I
gonna.
got a medical condition. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
If that's how
I
you
didn't know
get.
that.
Hey, look, I hope I hope he's doing okay. First of all,
No, but the thing is
But if
that
that's
I'm
how you
surprised.
get it,
I'm
man,
surprised he
that's
didn't die from the
legendary,
fucking
kinda.
high fives he got after the story broke.
It's such a bro fucking thing
Look
to
it.
say, and I'm ashamed. But
You can
yeah.
get throat cancer
no,
from
he's
oral
a giver.
sex. Right.
That man's a giver.
Right. And he gave his
He's
life.
a martyr.
Exactly. You want to talk about
I think
heroes?
he's okay right
You
now.
want to talk about
I
heroes,
think-
DC?
He's in remission, hopefully.
Yes.
I think he's okay.
Yes.
But
You
yeah,
want-
no, he put the risk. The risk is out there.
Right.
Like he took that bullet for us to tell us, hey, if you do this for 5 decades straight, every day, multiple times a day, you might get throat cancer.
He
down
is
the line.
Like how it's still you may get throat cancer.
You might.
he is cunniling as Jesus. All right.
He is.
If he ends up going out that way, which we pray he doesn't.
I hope not.
I hope not.
Give that man 40 more years.
I hope that's on his tombstone.
Right?
Give that man as many
That there,
years-
that's his
Look,
tombstone.
hey,
It's true. You
fuck
can get
that,
throat
Sam.
cancer from oral sex.
He was a cunning linguist.
I hope that's not true. Anyway, no, give that man as many years as his father, just for that fact. I feel like that's who inspired him to do that. His dad,
Right.
And that's why he lived to 130, something like that.
You talking about Kirk Douglas? No,
Yeah.
Kirk Douglas' dad. Yeah.
108, I think.
Jesus
somewhere,
Christ.
somewhere around there, Sam. He was.
If that's the fountain of youth,
Oh, of course, vagina is the fountain of youth. Everything great comes from it.
Did anyone say something different?
oh no, I was just making the realization. It's the holy grail, if you
It
will.
is.
How Will Smith stayed so young for so long?
Exactly.
Kidding. If that was happening, I'm kidding. No, but
August was just a friend, guys.
Altercation.
Point is, Batman, you're no hero of mine. You're no hero of mine.
No, not now. He's dead to
Can
me.
you look him in the eye
You're
anymore?
not dead to me anymore.
Can you look
You've
at
resurrected?
Can you
now? Batman is.
Can
dead
you
to
look
me.
at Batman in the eye and say,
No.
"Man, you are a man that I
call
want
him
to
a
aspire
hero.
to be"? When you're a kid, yeah, you're like, yeah, he's got belts, he's got money, he's got action, he's got morals.
But let's be honest.
But when you're a grown man and you find out one of your heroes,
He ain't living the lifestyle he should be living.
right?
Is Constantine a hero?
Anti-hero. Well, actually, he's more hero.
Do you want? Are you gonna switch to Constantine if he does?
Constantine doesn't give a fuck. He's bi. He does everything.
Oh, does he?
Yes.
Nice.
Everything. Hey, I mean, even in the most recent trailer for the new Guardians of the Galaxy game, they got Peter Quill.
Oh yeah, Peter Quill.
Like it opens up with like him being choked out by like a tentacle monster, and then he like turns around and is like, I'll call you later.
Yeah.
I'm like,
What?
yeah.
I did not see that.
Yes.
Peter Quill, sex pervert, not pervert, but who else was gay in one of these things and like bisexual? They were like,
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
No, but there was another one where they were like, fuck it, whatever. I think.
Iceman. was.
Iceman.
One of the Green
Angel. No,
Lanterns.
Angel was. I thought Angel was gay.
I don't think so.
Oh well, but there was another. I think it was a
Iceman.
Star Wars character that also they're like, yeah, he's gay, sure. Oh, It was, I think it was Poe Dameron or something like that, where he's like, is he pansexual? Or someone was pansexual, and they're like, fuck it, who cares?
I mean,
I think it's Lando.
Oh, Lando. That's who. There you go. That's who it was.
I mean, if you don't say it in the movies
Right.
or in canon,
But
you're just
Lando's
saying
a hero,
shit. Like,
and Lando
portray it if that's what you wanted. Like,
I mean, but you could
just say
assume
that
with
shit.
Lando.
Yeah, it's
Lando wanted to fuck a robot.
Lando don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's some characters
Lando's
that you could just
living
look at
life.
and be like,
Yeah.
that fucks things that moves.
Of course.
I'm Lando Calrissian.
Why do you think you like the robot so much?
Drink Colt 45 and eat pussy. I want that commercial. Come on, Billy D.
I
Williams.
did not think that.
Or William D.
Two
Williams.
things Batman will never do: hold a Colt 45.
I didn't notice that before. It is William D. Williams.
Billy D. Williams. His real name is William D. Williams.
William D. Williams. Oh, wow.
DJ's having a crisis over here. Yes.
Oh, that breaks the black brain right there, what you just said. Holy shit.
Let me just Billy D. Williams. Harvey Dent. Does Harvey Dent eat pussy?
He was
He's half
the
good,
original
half
Harvey
bad.
Dent. He didn't get to be technical
Hey, to be honest,
Two-Face, but he was Harvey
to be
Dent.
fair,
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, just facts.
Is it really
William December Williams.
Oh my God.
Junior. There's two of them.
Oh no. Did you look this up beforehand? Did you already know this was a fact?
There was a meme. I didn't know, but there was a meme that said, yeah, his
Okay.
name is William D. Williams. Yeah, William December Williams or William December Billy D. Williams Jr.
Yeah, I would have changed it to Billy too. Yeah, I didn't notice until now.
Well, I bet you.
I actually kind of. So.
It was in the recesses. It was in the recesses. of your brain.
Funniest aside, I actually. If my last name was Williams and someone named me William D. Williams. That's actually kind of funny. That's a funny. That's a
That's a fuck you to your child. Is what that is. And to be a junior, somebody else did that purposely, knowing how it feels. Think about that for a
That's
second.
petty.
Hey,
That is.
hey, but William D. Williams eats
Like,
pussy for
no.
sure.
He's like, yeah, man, no, I got picked on every day because my name is William D. Williams. This motherfucker reminds me of me. Fuck you.
No.
William D. Williams Jr.
What's even worse, another one that he wrote a joke about it,
Yeah.
but Donald Glover.
That's a rough one.
Don Glover. Don Glover.
Oh.
Yeah, if he goes by Don,
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
either. Jesus.
that's why he goes by Donald.
Childish Gambino. Stick
Childish
with it.
Gambino.
He dropped it. He shouldn't. He should pick it back up.
By the way, someone says, "Is this the review for In the Heights?" No,
That
everyone in
shit's
In the Heights
done.
ate pussy for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
they're Dominican. They all do. Latinos do. It's facts.
Okay.
It's facts.
I wouldn't know.
Actually, I don't know.
know
Is there a
Latino women
stereotype
like
against that? I haven't figured
From
it
the
out.
ones that I've been with.
From The Sopranos, I know Italians don't.
Italian. Okay, we're talking about stereotypes here.
Black people,
There is a stereotype against it. Yeah.
Because ass is the new
Yeah,
pussy.
you guys jumped. You guys were like,
Ass
I don't
is
eat
the new
pussy, and then
pussy.
you're like, I
Yeah.
eat booty like groceries.
No.
No.
What is it?
Gene Aiko did it.
Gene Aiko made that, and then
It was Omarion. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
It was Omarion.
Hey, look! Once that song came into play, everyone was like,
It's over.
"Well."
Eat the booty like groceries.
Didn't think about it. But
like groceries?
like groceries.
And now, granted,
Shut up!
song
Don't you
was
have to admit
catchy as
things?
hell.
Oh, okay.
No, I said-
song.
Yeah, we're talking about the songs.
Okay, I'm about to say,
Jesus.
guys. I mean,
We
eating
getting-
pussy, we put that out there. Eating ass, that's something you put out there forever.
Don't
no
kink
one
shame
was going
Sammy.
towards
Don't
there.
kink
I'm
shame.
But
not
also,
kink shaming.
Like you're kink shaming.
I'm just
whatever.
getting left behind. Okay,
Get into it. Why
can't.
not?
the future.
Everybody's doing it.
No, the future is now, old man, is what a young person would say to me.
Okay.
Look, all I will.
I'm just saying.
All I will say is, eating pussy is mandatory. If you
It
want
is
to go
kinda
shopping
now,
for
yeah.
groceries, that is
That's
at
optional.
chooser's
That's
discretion.
optional.
That's
That's
your
optional,
chooser's
hey.
discretion.
But look,
and you will not be judged
Me and
for
I'm
it
about to say,
either
me and
way.
TJ, no judgments. JJ, I'm sure no judgments. Sammy, all judgments.
All judgments.
All
This nigga
judgments.
straight judgment. I didn't even get. Look, I didn't even say what he thought I was going to say, and I was already getting.
Excuse me, I'm the least
Doobity bop.
judgmental. Dude, that's good. Bill Cosby, you scooped up.
He was standing over me. I was like, oh yeah, man. I was like,
Let's not go from the subject of eating ass to Bill Cosby.
The
'cause that's
kids-
a bad combo.
The kids
Bad
are out
segue.
eating the pussy, eating buttholes, don't like it.
What would he have sounded like as a dirty comic? Because in reality, he was a filthy fucker. So, like,
I would rather have the Nega Cosby, where he was a dirty comic but a wholesome
I would have
individual.
loved that. That would
That
have
would've
worked
been
out a
great.
hell of a lot better, I feel. instead of the reverse.
But not the reverse, not squeaky clean.
God damn.
Oh my God.
And a fucking predator. Your hero.
Thank you, William. Not anymore. Don't put that shit on me.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
You're right. Not anymore. He has
Like in
established
the
that.
words of Dave Chappelle, but I like chocolate ice cream. It's like chocolate ice cream itself raped 62 people. Thank you, William D. Williams, for never letting me down. I swear to God, if he's a sex pervert, I'm gonna be furious. I'm gonna be Billy D. You
so
better
far
not be a
been-
goddamn sex
He
pervert.
made it to 84. He's good.
He's good. I think he's good now.
He's good.
He's good. He's still a legend.
Still a legend.
Yeah. Except the Colt 45.
Except the Colt 45. What, that is legendary. What's wrong with Colt 45?
A lot. Destroy community, Sammy.
That was crack cocaine.
Both. The combo was unreal. It was the combo.
The neighborhood
that did
can
it.
handle Colt 45.
It was the cross
It can handle crack cocaine. But the combination of those two things.
That burns communities to the ground. And that's what happened to the black community. A mixture of crack and Billy D. Williams is Colt 45.
Oh my God. Well, I think that's it for Compas, man. I don't think we want to. That was as blue as we've gotten so far on this podcast. But hey,
We'll address our weekend stuff. on
our
next
weekend,
show.
that was a legendary weekend, man. Almost
Yeah, I
got
heard you
shot,
guys
all
had a
that
good
stuff.
time.
But I will say this: Abbott, governor,
God.
I ain't turning down my fucking power, you fucker. Smoke me out of my home with the heat. I don't give a fuck.
It's the same-
Oh yeah, I mean he had the audacity to hit me with that. I think y'all guys shit. I was like, I can't hear you
Yeah.
over this negative 15
Get
degrees.
the fuck out of here. I'm going to turn it down lower just because you said it, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
I am here. I'm gonna
Yeah,
send
this
this to
coming from the
myself real
same
quick.
fucking guy that tried to freeze us out. Of course he'd try to heat us out,
I don't
I
give a
guess.
flying fuck about. And you know what the worst part is? I know where power ain't gonna land and end.
No, we're supposed to be the power capital of fucking U.S.
I
Let's
mean,
prove
hey,
it.
No,
hey,
we're-
look,
We're supposed to be
only-
built for this shit, right?
Only if you in the hills, you get to keep your cool air no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Hey, we saw that during the snowstorm. I don't know if the flip happened. We'd be the ones shit out of luck, but I don't give a fuck because I was, hey, no, I'm turning down my AC.
Oh, yeah.
No,
my shit's
guys,
on 65 right now.
Which
I'm not even there.
I'm on the goddamn third floor. It does. If it gets that hot, it never cools off.
You know,
I left it at
really
78
bad
today because I
here.
keep it during the day 78.
Why?
Trying to because
You are
I'm
following
in
the
that room.
fucking
No,
thing.
I'm in that room. And then when
So?
and because I don't like a big power bill generally. That's just me.
I mean, my shit was 100, but well, I might have a smaller part.
Right, but at night, 72 degrees, goddamn, and I need to offset it a little
Really
bit.
felt
Mine's
like
in
you
the,
were.
But
mine's
real
the
quick-
usual 71 to 72.
Mine's usually 65 to 70.
Jesus, that's ice cold. What's cool with them
69,
Can't sleep
baby.
without it.
69.
Perfect. Yeah.
JJ's no Batman. But
Clearly not.
But here is the guidelines if you guys want to see it curious out of Texan people.
78 when I'm at home.
78 when you're at home, 85 when you're away,
Right.
82 when you're sleeping can go fuck right off.
That's
Bro,
when I
that's
turn
when
it
I'm
down
the
the
hottest.
lowest. I can't sleep.
Yeah.
In heat. I can't.
No,
sleep
science
in heat.
tells you the
Yeah.
cooler you are, the better you sleep.
Yes, that's how I live my life.
82 degrees?
Fuck you. That's
Suck
what I
a
say to
dick,
that.
Abbott. Suck a dick.
Bro,
And I say that with respect to the homosexuals and Pride Month. I'm saying you don't deserve it. The gays fought for that right, and they should have every right to do it. But I know how much he hates it.
Of course, he's a
So Abbott, you fucker.
super Republican.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Eat a dick in
would
celebration of
hate it.
Pride.
You would
Put
definitely
your money
hate
where your mouth is. Also, Texans, you'll like this throwback.
What you got?
You sons of bitches, come and change it. The Gonzalez fucking flag, they spelled it wrong, but it's a cannon. It says, come and take it. We'll come and change my thermostat, because fuck you, sir.
I'm turning my shit down to 62 when I get home.
And you know what? The power's going to explode, and guess what? I got to work, so fuck it.
It ain't gonna explode.
No, I dare it to, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I
it'll
dare.
be fine.
I survived the fucking snow.
Yeah.
I'm from Fresno, California. I can survive blackouts in the heat. That's what I'm built for.
Oh yeah, you're from California.
I'm built different.
Yeah, you could do heat.
Just want to say that.
You're fine.
We have a pool.
Nah, I was sitting there, and my girlfriend's from Washington, so like, she was like, "Damn, it's hot today." I went outside. I said, "Yeah, this
Shit
is
ain't that bad. Yeah, it's got a breeze. What are you talking about?
that air hit me." I was like, "We
Yeah, that
fine."
breeze. I was like,
said,
let's get in the shade or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, feels like 101. Okay,
Yeah.
sounds like a good
That
day.
sounds good to me.
Feels like, all right, I'll take it. Hey, we're going to be like this when that shit goes down. All up in the pool. There you go, Tommy.
New York is not equipped, obviously, for heat.
Oh, bro.
They
They
lose
were.
that shit. Have you seen Do the Right Thing?
Yes.
Yeah, they're not. They
No.
don't know how to act.
that was one thing about In the Heights.
They
was like
dance?
they were like they're dancing. Yeah, they're dancing in 102-degree heat, 106-degree heat.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's hang out in the alley, aka a fucking brick oven, where you can cook pizzas in. Everybody
So much
together.
body
And
heat.
one guy was
So
smart
many sweaty pits.
and had his feet in the little mini kid pool. That was only the smart guy in there.
That was
But,
it.
But
that's how we're gonna be if the power goes out here in Texas. Just
no,
like this.
it will not.
shit, my whole thing is
Open
like,
carry's a
if
thing.
our, if,
Yeah.
but if our shit don't work in the cold and it'll work in the heat, what the fuck is it working for?
Yeah. Why are you in office? You worthless motherfucker.
What do you do?
Nothing, obviously. Try to take away trans
Rights.
sports, trans rights.
Generally,
In
add
general,
guns,
especially
get
trans
away,
kids.
get away voting rights.
Let's start the purge and just legalize open carry for everyone.
which
That didn't even get out the gate and that shit.
I almost
Go to
got
the
shot
convenience
this weekend.
store. Yes.
Just real quick, I'm not gonna talk about it real quick, or too long. I went out for the first time.
That was
in
your first time
forever.
out.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure. It was there. Musicals on my mind. But I was across the street. I was in the VIP section, actually socially distanced. No one was in the VIP. It was nice.
All right.
I was with our buddy Sebastian.
Yeah.
And then I see this cute girl that I've been trying to talk to. She was in the VIP, just kind of sitting there being boring. And I see her by the window, and I said, "Allow me." I go, "Hey, what's going on out there?" 3 people got shot. I'm like, what? And they're taping off people. And there's a picture that you can see in the news of 2 cops carrying this young girl. And I was actually watching her.
On CNN the whole weekend.
I was watching her walk by. I was like looking right at it from the window.
Yeah.
That was maybe about 20 feet away diagonally. We didn't hear the shots because we were clubbing. It was having a good time.
Yeah.
And then we walk out. They're like, "Hey, we got to shut this shit down." The whole mood was crazy. This is the second shooting on 6th Street that I've been a part of, and I've only been here 5 years.
Yeah.
And one of those years was COVID. Let's call it 4.
It's a dangerous place.
I'm a 50-50 a year here with gun shootings.
Yeah.
Not going out with you again.
Me either.
Yeah. Well, you guys didn't. You guys were safe last
I'll
time.
go out with, just not to 6th Street.
And strangely enough, the first time I was taking a picture with Medea.
What?
There was a person dressed up as Medea on 6th Street.
God, get
I was
the fuck
taking a
outta here.
selfie. It went pop, 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 and the camera. She takes off and blurs.
Oh,
I'm
no.
standing still, and it just put "oh lord" because shortly after a young woman died from getting shot on 6th Street.
Was this the first time?
This was the first time.
Jesus
So there's a
Christ.
picture of me with Medea somewhere on the internet.
Yeah.
In my stories.
Right.
And someone was getting shot at that moment. It was just a weird bad
Good.
timing. It was a weird, absurd bad timing.
Those
thing.
pictures freak me out so much.
It was more funny, to be honest.
She got shot.
No, not Medea. It was someone in the distance being shot.
I know.
And the
Still
crowd was
someone
swarming.
I don't give a fuck about the fake Medea, Sammy.
The fake Medea was the most absurd
Oh
part
my
of that, to be fair. That was the thing that made it whimsical and not scarring.
Okay.
It's just like, yes,
Whatever you
somebody
mean,
lost
man, 'cause
their
you've
life.
Been through too many of these.
Somebody, exactly. This is
Yeah.
3. Somebody lost their life. I mean, I'm not from the hood, but like 2 of them were in Texas. What the fuck? But
Yeah.
that shit was bananas. I was like, oh, Medea, pop, pop. The fuck? It was very absurd. Let's get out of here, guys. You can find me at the Mexcellence on All Forms.
Really? You want to end it there? Okay.
Where else do we go? It's 2 hours.
I don't know. You don't want to end on a grim note.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Excellent.
He's got a girlfriend with dinner at home cooking.
Yeah,
But you can find me at the Mexcellence on all forms of social media. TJ with the fab.
You can TJ Mana on Instagram.
Charlie Brown.
No, he messed up.
Tommy has a bit.
Yeah, Tommy McGrew _art Instagram.
JJ Masson.
Super Saiyan JJ. Oh, one word.
All right, guys. Well, let's go to Washington Heights and get the fuck out of here.
What did I say?
Into the heights.
What did I say?
Into the heights.
No.
Into the heights.
No.
So the name of the bar was El Sueñito, which means, little dream. It also means sleepy, which is what that movie made me.
Damn.
That's what you need to put on
Mic drop.
Yeah.
And now we
TJ's
can
gonna go and get some food for dinner. Tommy's going home and drinking with his fellas. JJ is the coolest, and that's what we do because we're homies. I don't know how to rap, so I'm gonna fucking stop it.
Just as good as Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I felt offended.
Washington Heights.